Hey, everybody.
Hello! Oh, are you ready for some Lorebeards?
That's right. More beard, Lorebeards, says
I
Morgan
love that.
Chris.
I love that comment. Just immediate. Oh, man. So, hi, everyone. My name is Norn Queen Alexis. Ross, are you alive?
Yeah, sorry. Just had to change a couple things there really quick. So,
Yeah.
yes, we are here to talk about how to build a Space Marine chapter today. And I was talking to Alexis right before the show started, actually, the stream started, about tournament play, because she does a lot of tournament stuff.
Yep.
And she was talking about the balanced data slate. And something that occurred to me, again, old, right? I used to run Rogue Trader tournaments 20 years ago, just to give you an idea. Interestingly enough, I think that now, and I'd love to hear Alexis talk about this too, but I think that right now is actually the most balanced 40K's ever been because of the
Yes.
way they can track all the wins and losses more accurately. They have the the internet resources to be able to crunch the numbers and stuff like that. I think right now is probably like the most balanced 40K's ever been.
So the reason that it's really balanced is because we play in a format and terrain is actually set, so terrain doesn't matter as much. Terrain still very much matters to the actual gameplay itself, but the terrain itself doesn't affect the numbers too much at the end of the day. So we actually get to see the win-loss records of tournaments and how well armies are doing. And now with the app itself, the GW app, we're actually seeing what units get played more than everything else so that they can actually rebalance certain things to make certain units a little bit better. Although Sisters of Battle just got hit by a freaking sledgehammer and Custodes got pat on the butt. I'm a little bit salty about the Custodian non-nerf. And then, yeah, but Space Wolves just got an insane detachment. So I'm very excited for the next season of 10th edition, and I think we have like 2 more seasons of 10th edition before 11th edition drops in the summer.
That's really cool. And actually, Goonhammer has a thing about a Blood Angels Death Company detachment that I was reading, and I'm like, I'm not playing 40K right now, but if I was, I'd be really tempted to throw together a Death Company army. But we're not here today to talk about tournaments, are we?
No, we're here to talk about other things and stuff and even thingies. No, I'm joking. Today, we are going to be, with our lovely audience, building a Space Marine chapter from scratch.
That's right. So I'm Ross Watson. This is my lovely co-host.
I have created my own fan chapter. I have my own channel under Norn Queen Alexis. I am a tournament player as well as a massive lore nerd. And I created a chapter of Space Marines known as the Sons of Garrow. It is not an official chapter, but they are my babies.
So my name's Ross Watson, and I've done a lot of writing for 40K in terms of the role-playing side, a lot of video games, and a lot of stuff that I've built has actually gone into the lore, and that makes me a huge lore nerd as well. I came up with a chapter creation system for a book called Rites of Battle for Deathwatch back in 2009. At the time, it was the most comprehensive and robust Space Marine chapter creator system that existed. That's been refined and actually built out a little bit more today. So we're using kind of a version of that that's been updated for the Air Indomitus and things like that.
Yep.
So we're gonna go through it, everybody. And Alexis is going to be the keeper of the record. She's got the page ready to record
look,
everybody's. Oh, here we
I
go.
am ready. I
Huzzah!
have a page up. Look at that. Look at how prepared we are. And please don't insult my spelling. I'm very sensitive and I'm very dyslexic. So I'm just going to be copying and pasting things. But there's going to be a little bit of fun with this as well, because we're looking forward to having you guys come up with the names of our captains, our lieutenants, our chaplains, our tech marines, our librarians. And if somebody takes a spot that you wanted, like you specifically, hey, I wanted to be chapter master, my character should be chapter master. You can kill that current chapter master with a description of how they died and create your next chapter master. So our characters for this, like all of ours, are not invincible. You can tell us how they die. I'm stupid excited for that because I want to see like the hilarious ways you guys kill people. Are you gonna do the GW they got killed off screen by gene stealers? Or are you gonna be like they fought to the last and did this last epic great stand before succumbing to like, I don't know, a keeper of secrets ripping them apart, or they fell to heresy?
So Mike Texeria says you want to paint this chapter, is that right?
Not this one. Not this one. But I will paint a single Marine for it. But in the future, when we do the Death Watch stuff, I want to include all the people of a certain tier for our studio Death Watch army, which I will be purchasing in the future once we actually have like the funds for it. Because now I'm kind of broke.
I see. Yeah.
That is something I fully intend to do because I've wanted a Death Watch army and I wanted people to, I wanted it to be a more personal army. So something that was meaningful to the channel is even better.
Yeah, I agree. I like the idea of collaborating with the viewers and engaging with you guys and helping you come up with like what this chapter is going to be about. Like, I'm not going to be the guy saying it's this and this and this. I'll provide some ideas. I'll provide some guidance. But ultimately, I think this is going to be a community project in a way, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is. It's going to be really fun, and I am looking forward to this a lot. Like it's going to be great.
So we're 7 minutes in. Do we want to? What do we want to do? Do we want to just jump right in? Do we want to read a super chat before we get into it? What do we want to do?
Well, we only have one super chat for right now.
We have a new member,
we just got a new member. Holy cow!
Hell yeah!
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So let's go ahead and read the super chat.
Grim Isaac, thank you, sir. I vote for an Iron Hand successor chapter that fights the gene flaw that causes them to abhor the weak and feeble. That is not a gene flaw, interestingly enough. The Iron Hands think that the flesh is weak due to the beliefs of their Primarch, Ferrus Manus, who despised weakness in all forms. Ferrus Manus was, in fact, so keen on erasing weakness from his chapter that when he first took over the Iron Hands, he actually decimated them.
Decimate means 10%, not like complete obliteration.
Yeah, it was rough. Ferrus Manus was a
dick.
He was a the way that he's described in the Heresy is cold fury. Like, he was very belligerent, but it was all cold. He was not Angron. He wasn't a hothead, although you couldn't tell from how he acted on Isstvan 3. Isstvan 5. But yeah, he's it's the abhorrence of weakness is not a genetic thing, unless you feel like that's part of Ferrus Manus's genetic makeup, which, I mean, you could make that argument. But it seems to flow more from his leadership than from their genetics, if that makes sense. So,
alrighty. So let's talk about how you go about and why you should go about making a homebrew chapter.
Because it's cool. Because it's really so cool.
Is. So my reasoning was I really like the character Nathaniel Garrow, and to see nothing in 40K ever reference him as a saint or anything is kind of weird. Like, he's kind of a strictly 30K character that never influences 40K. So I created the Sons of Garrow, which legends has it that some of them are originally from the company that went with Garrow and betrayed Mortarion. But that's strictly a legend, allegedly. The Sons of Garrow are like this fleet-based chapter that go around recruiting these heroes, the Sons of Heroes, for their chapters. And their whole thing is that they are a rapid response and resupplyment chapter. So I looked for a niche that wasn't really filled, and I wanted a very religious, very knightly Space Marine chapter. And one of the things that they do, that the Sons of Gara do, that's different than most Space Marines, because I have to be different and special, is that the Sons of Gara will go to battlefields that have had Space Marines just die by the droves. Like Space Marines have abandoned this planet because of how the death toll on the world was too much. The Sons of Gara will go in and get the relics of that chapter, pick up banners, pick up guns, pick up helmets of fallen heroes, and they will use that war gear. They will put the helmets of fallen warriors on their side, use their war gear into the next battle until they can return those relics to their chapter, and then tell them of the deeds that it did after they died, so that way the fallen warrior can maintain their honor.
They're the mirror universe blood ravens.
Yes, they are. They are the reverse blood ravens, which is really funny because they abhor using librarians. Their librarius is very small.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, Death Guard origin makes a lot of sense for that.
Yeah.
I do saw a comment here. Face Octopus says, I thought it was Pert that decimated his legion. He's talking about Perturabo. Did both Iron Hands and Iron Warriors do that? I think I got that confused. I think you're right. I think it is Perturabo and not Fierce Manus who decimated. So
good old Pro Turbo.
But should we jump into that first category? What do you think?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and bring this up. So how do I move this to the stage?
You just do.
Oh, I clicked it and it didn't work. I clicked it again. It didn't work. All right, your turn. All I get. Well, that now it's gigantic. There we go. Look at that. We are professionals.
Yes, we're making it work. So the first question is, why was your Space Marine chapter founded? I've put up a poll, which there are 4 options, and I will go over what they are. Strategic prognostication, where someone like read the Emperor's Tarot or had a vision or something, and there's a lot of ways that a prognostication can occur, but it is basically a foresight or a warning, or it can just be as simple as I woke up from a dream that we needed Space Marines and therefore that's where they are. Also, counter is like, hey, there's an Orc Empire that's building up in this region. We should probably have a Space Marine chapter there to deal with them when they're going to come out and go full WOG on the Imperium. The other options are Standing Force and Crusade. Standing Force.
Love me a Crusade.
So Standing Force is like the most boring answer, in my opinion. It's basically like, yeah, there's a part of space where there's not a lot of defenses. Let's just put some Space Marines there.
You know what this sector of space needs? Space Marines.
Oddly enough, that is also the one that I chose for the Storm Wardens, because they were founded to protect against things coming out of a particular warp storm. So it can be cool. It's just kind of the most boring option. And then the last one is Crusade. Alexis, Space Marine Crusades. What are they, and how do they start?
So there's like a few ways, but I'm just going to say my 2 favorites. So there is an empire, an enemy empire, and you need to muster a whole bunch of forces together and fight it. And a lot of times Space Marines will take up that mantle and start a Great Crusade or a blah, blah, blah crusade or a insert name of this sector crusade. And then they will stay as a crusading force to simply go after a certain enemy. Like Black Templar really, really love killing orcs. It's kind of their thing, along with the Crimson Fist, but that's a whole different story. But the Black Templar are one of the biggest examples of this. They're hyper-religious. They are just on this rampage through the galaxy, and I absolutely love Crusade fleets. The other one is an Inquisitor musters a force to do pretty much the same thing.
Well, Imperium Crusades can be launched for a number of reasons. They can expand territory. They can explore a region. They can be just a war fleet like the Sabbat Crusade.
Sabbath Crusades.
Yeah, it can be influenced by the Ecclesiarchy. The Ecclesiarchy can be like, we have to go there. It's the Emperor demands it. Anybody with a certain amount, there's like a threshold, but once you hit that threshold of influence in the Imperium, you can kind of declare a crusade, and Inquisitor could do it.
An inquisitor, a higher up, somebody higher up in the ecclesiarchy. Hell, sometimes Sisters of Battle go on crusades and Space Marines just join them.
That can happen because of zeal. Black Templars are full of zeal.
Yeah, so they love the Sisters of Battle.
Well, they get along because they both believe the Emperor is divine, which is
wow. You girls are wearing black and white, covered in enemy's blood, and you believe the Emperor is a god? Awesome.
Oh, they also hate witches, which we're big into hating witches. So yeah, that would be kind of a cool thing. So the poll is up. I'm going to close it here in, let's say, 30 seconds. So get your votes in.
Well, before we close it, let's read some of these super chats that are coming in.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, let's do that.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, there was a quote I wanted you to see though. This one. Why founded? We have to do something else. geneseed is getting ridiculous. All right, let's hit those super chats. Go ahead.
Dang, geneseed just filling up all of our storage rooms.
New Boot Goof. Love that name.
That is a great name.
Hoping for a Total War 40K announcement tomorrow. Me too, buddy. And if there is one, we are going to react to it. I swear
to the gods, if they say, tune into this other thing, I'm going to throw a rock at them. I'm going to, from Iceland, I have angled, I got the trajectory. I know exactly how to throw it to hit them.
We mentioned this last week. We suggested that we were going to react to something for the Total War Showcase, but turns out there wasn't anything to react to, so we just didn't, which is a bummer. And I'm sorry we kind of had it that way, but
yeah.
All right. Kurenshima 3912 making chapters from the Lost Legions. Haha. It's possible. It's certainly possible. We can get into that, but
they don't really do anything. I mean, it is fun for
it's really just a cool mystery thing. Like, maybe we're descended from the Lost Legion. Who knows? There's a lot of interesting lore behind that. Skatari boy, I love that. Creating a custom Forge world win. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I'd love to do a Forge world.
We could do something like that, but I don't. I'd have to talk to you after about that, because we'd have to figure out what time period that Forge world is in.
Yeah, there's a lot. There'd be a lot to cover, and anyway, it's an interesting idea. We'll look into it. David Quaisian, apologize if I am mangling that, but thank you. I created a custom chapter based off Kislev, Sons of the Tsar, aka the Bogatyr, because they ended Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and I took that personally. Nice.
I think brought it back. It got better.
Creating Space Marine chapters out of spite is absolutely classic. Absolutely
and also classic. A thing that happens in the lore.
It is in fact a thing that happens. Friend or traitor? Oh, well, you picked the right stream today. A chapter with a dubious or forgotten progenitor. Yes. The Storm Wardens have a forgotten progenitor. Sons of Garo obviously know who they're from, but
they know who they're from based on a legend.
Yeah, but we know Garo is a Death Guard, so.
Yeah, but they might not be Death Guard at all. They might just be an Ultramarine successor.
That's okay. Yes. So there's different ways to do it, and I like where your head's at.
They also look at as Garo as an actual living saint,
if he's still alive, which he might be.
Well, no, he definitely died. He 100% died to Mortarion.
So I'm going to end the poll, and the survey says Crusade 44%.
Okay.
The other votes are behind that. So it's going to be, they were founded for a crusade.
Well, I founded crusade.
Cool. So why don't you talk about what kind of crusade that could be while I queue up the next poll.
So I like the idea that this is a crusade against a very particular enemy, perhaps something that they absolutely despise. An enemy that might be mutant in variety, or could be a gene stealer cult that has uprised and escaped them at one point. It could be their great enemy, which could be Chaos Space Marines. It could be Eldar. The Eldar do stuff to get people mad at them all the time. They're really good at it. Let's see. I like anti-Tyranids. An entire chapter dedicated to hunting Tyranids would be kind of cool, and would fit with the soul blights or soul swords. mini detachments that Gilliman made in recent time. So it's really, really up to the chat whether or not this chapter wants to be what their reasoning for this crusade could be.
All right, so I'm putting up the poll. There's only 4. I can only do 4. So I kind of combined a bunch of stuff into the unknown. If you see unknown, that can be anything that's not the other 3, to be clear. But the poll is up. And so the options are second founding. Obviously, the second founding was a big deal because that's the post-heresy, beginning of the Codex Custodes era. Whole bunch of chapters were founded then. The other option we have is called unknown, which could be any of the foundings. The dark founding is really interesting because that's where a lot of chapters were created that either died out or had weird genetic problems, like the Black Dragons. The Fire Falcons are also from the dark founding. A lot of things went wrong in the dark founding era. And then lastly, we have the Ultima founding, which is the brand new Era Indomitus. They were basically created from the unnumbered suns that were built by Belisarius Call to follow Rubute Guliman on his Indomitus crusade. So pick one of those 4. Maybe we're new, maybe we're old, maybe nobody knows, and maybe this chapter just came from a really weird, dark place. So pick your favorite. I kind of like the idea of being an Ultima founding, like myself, just to build off the whole Gray Shield idea and all that. But,
yeah, that could be really cool.
There's a lot of, I mean, it's also the new hotness. It's new and shiny. But yeah, let's see what. Oh yeah, the Mornington Crescent again. Cursed founding. Also, yeah, the dark founding is also called the Cursed founding. For those who aren't cowards, thank you for backing me up on that. So Face Octopus says, "Can we crusade against minor Xenos like Rakal?" Yes. No reason why
you can.
Absolutely, 100%.
So,
but what now? How much would you pay for your Space Marine chapter? But wait, there's more.
Billy Mays here. We're going to show you. It works perfect because slap chop is how you paint them.
That's right. Oh my god.
So that's when wild. Are the Storm Wardens from?
The Storm Wardens are from unknown. They are. It is unclear where they're founded.
So same with the Sons of Garrow, where if you go back far enough, an Inquisitor deleted their history. So it's like they're from the founding, the founding.
So Tejano Pendragon says, "Can we crusade against the Imperium?" That's the real hotness. Well, interesting. You should bring that up because this structure is made for loyalist Space Marine chapters. Like the Chaos Space Marines are called warbands, and we should probably do a whole show on building a Chaos Space Marine warband instead.
Oh yeah, we will.
So I think we have to at least start from a place of they're loyal with this one. Well, but I like that you're thinking outside the box here, because some chapters, like the Knights of Blood, can be absolutely loyal, and then some Inquisitor can be like, no, you're out.
So a crusade against the Imperium could actually be that one sector or multiple sectors have gotten together, and they decided to annex themselves from the Imperium.
The Severin Dominant did that, yeah.
Yeah, and instead of preparing for the Space Marines, they have cybernetic enhanced Ogren and cyber mastiffs and all of this other like crazy tech because they're high lords and everything. So that could be something that Space Marines are needed to deal with. Mutants can get so powerful, like cyborg mutants can get so powerful in 40k that it requires the Astartes to deal with.
Face Octopus, again, pointing out, looking at the wiki, the Dark Founding and the Cursed Founding are 2 different foundings. That's true. The Dark being 13th and the Cursed being 21st.
This is just because we had to throw options together.
We did. I only had 4 options, so I kind of combined things into different selections. But thanks for pointing that out. You are technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Ha.
All right. So are we ready to close this poll down?
Let's see if we have any super chats while we're here. We just have this one.
Grim Isaac. Wiki said it was a gene flaw Primarch curse. So Primarch's curse is not the same as gene flaw. I know because I created it for Deathwatch. The Primarch's curse can be a genetic flaw. For example, the Blood Angels and the Black Rage. But it doesn't have to be. Primarch's Curse can also be just a ossification of the chapter's beliefs and traditions. It can be just a cultural thing. Again, it's interesting to think of. It's interesting to postulate whether the Iron Hands weakness, the despising weakness, is bred into them, or whether it's just, is it nature or nurture? That's the eternal question, right? But good point. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, and for Scutari Boy in the chat, we did see your super chat. We did bring it up. I don't know if you made a second one. If you did, I don't see it. My apologies. All right. So what does the poll say?
All right, let's close the poll. It is the Dark Founding, over half. You guys are, so it could be the Dark, it could be the Cursed. It's definitely one of the foundings. It's one of those two, okay, Dark or Cursed. You guys kind of figure out which one you prefer. So this Space Marine chapter was made for a crusade during the 13th or 21st foundings. And something may have gone wrong. We don't know if anything's gone wrong yet. This chapter might be one of the few that escaped the curse of their founding, because it's important to point out that not every Space Marine chapter made during the Dark or Cursed founding went awry. Just a lot of them did. So it can be the case of we're the last man standing, or we're one of the few that the exception that proves the rule, that kind of thing.
Ooh. So we're going to have multiple flaws, maybe.
Possibly. I mean, we'll see. All right. So the next step, well, why don't you talk about why is it? I'm going to set up the next poll. Talk about why the type of founding is important.
So the type of founding really sets forth what the chapter can and can't be. Some foundings, like the most recent founding, has a lot of success because they have more pure gene seed. But a lot of the older foundings, especially the cursed founding, were just kind of rushing things out, using what they could, sometimes even hybridizing gene seed just to make a Space Marine. And it caused a lot of flaws in certain Space Marines, whether that be, from chimeric gene seed or from just what they considered cursed. It really depends on the chapter, though, because there are a lot of chapters where they just simply don't have enough lore to talk about, how to put this. I'm trying my hardest to put this correctly, because I don't want to say anything that's incorrect. But a lot of the ones from Space Marine, Ultramarine successors are typically stable, but there are things like the Raven Guards, which are not as stable, the Salamanders that are mostly stable, the Space Wolves, which are unstable.
Well, they're all the ones you mentioned, though. Those are, at least I think all the ones you mentioned are our first foundings.
Well, I mean, the ones that came from them, no matter what.
Yeah. There's reasons why there's very, very few Space Wolf successors, for example.
Yeah, like the Dark Wolves.
Right.
The totally loyal Dark Wolves.
Or there's the Wolf Spear. But yeah, for example, the Salamanders and the Raven Guards particularly, because of the events of Isstvan 5, suffered greatly in terms of what gene seed was available to them. So successor chapters of the Salamanders and Raven Guard tend to have a little bit more flaws than usual, because they had to they had to kind of make do with some less than stellar gene seed at times. So I've put up the poll for the Progenitor founding. This is the chapter that we're from, not our chapter, but the chapter we descended from. And this can be one of four ideas. It could be first founding. We're descended directly from one of the first legions, which is kind of awesome, because the legions are really cool. The second option is the second or third. So we're a successor, and this is post Horus Heresy, which would be a very early successor chapter, so been around for quite a long time. The third option is later founding, so that's very uncommon, generally speaking, but it can be that we're from a chapter that was created much later in the, we could be a successor of the Wolf Spear, for example, which will be a later founding, because Wolf Spear are Ultima founding,
or the Blood Ravens.
Two or three successor chapters is the maximum for all but the most ancient chapters. So keep that in mind. And then the last option is the unknown or redacted founding, which our predecessor's founding date has been lost or removed. Unknown or traitor legion gene seed can be a reason for this.
Yep. I love it. I love like the Cacarodons where their progenitor is the world eaters.
No, actually, so according to the lore, Carcharodons are a blending of Night Lord and Raven Guard.
Oh yeah. Which is the one that's the successor of the world eaters? It's one of the Bedab chapters. I can't remember which one it is.
I mean, I'm not aware of any loyalist chapter descending from world eaters, so this might
remember which one it is.
This might be a meme or a legend or something like that. Somebody pointed out if it's written down somewhere, because I don't remember this, but
I can't remember which one it is.
Micah says the executioners, they're Imperial Fists. They're not world eaters.
Yeah. There's also chapters that are descended from Imperial Fist that are definitely Imperial Fist.
Well, keep in mind that the Ultramarines are the founders of the most Space Marine chapters. Like
2/3 of Space Marines come from the Ultramarines. Their gene seed is more important than yours.
Well, prior to the Era Indomitus, it was like over half. Now it's 2/3. It's like even more. But it's according to legend in the Horus Heresy, the Ultramarines may have absorbed quite a bit of the Lost Legions. That's one of the theories that's being bandied about the 30K Ultramarines. Anyway, let's close that poll and see where we're at. So looks like unknown or redacted is the choice. So we don't know. We have no idea who we're descended from. That's awesome.
All right.
Or at least we don't know what founding they were from. Let's put it that way. Because it could be, because the progenitor chapter is actually the very next poll. Why is the chapter's progenitor so important, Alexis?
It determines their entire lineage. Like a lot of the stuff of Space Marines, of Primarchs, is built into their genetic code. Like, for instance, the Black Rage and what is it called?
Red Thirst. Red Thirst.
Yes, Black Rage. Thank you. My brain was just being like, Red Rage, Black Thirst. No, that's not it. We got this. All right, so redacted. All right, so we have brought it down to those. If you're a Dark Angel, you're a sneaky boy. Like you're hidden and you don't want to tell people your secrets. That's more of a cultural thing of the Dark Angels. But the Dark Angels know all of their successors for the most part, except one. That's always been their whole thing. There's one successor chapter that when the Legion is called together, they don't show up. Space Wolves will make you, look more Scandinavian, which is hilarious.
You get a beard and long teeth eventually.
Yep. If you're a descendant of the Blood Angels, you also become beautiful, which is kind of a weird thing. You also get vampire teeth.
The beauty is kind of an interesting thing. Now, for the poll, I want to be clear, there's only 4 options. So I am putting the most common ones, the top 3 most common, and then I'm adding one for unknown. And the poll has begun.
All righty.
If you don't want one of the 3, if you wanted something other than the 3, super chat it, and maybe we'll see what happens there. But that's the most I can add. It's just the technology. The most I can add is 4 to a poll. So sorry.
Yeah, dumb technology being stupid.
I wish I could do like a whole list, but I can't. Not as a poll.
1 poll, 56 answers.
Well, that's possible. So the progenitor chapter is important because of the genetics, but it's also important because of the position. Like again, Ultramarines have 500 worlds of Ultramar, or at least they did up until the Era Indomitus. Other groups like the Black Templars have massive fleets. The Space Wolves have their great companies. So organization is part of it, culture, tradition, beliefs. A lot of these things are important for the progenitor chapter. We do have a super chat from Grim Isaac here.
Yeah, for the Iron Hands.
Woo, Iron Hands. I do like me some Iron Hands.
I really like that. So right now our Progenitor chapter is Iron Hands.
At the moment, yes. Until
I like that. I like that a lot because you don't hear a lot about the Iron Hands. A lot of their stuff is very hidden.
how much to bribe y'all for a BA, I guess Blood Angel wine? Wine? At Lorebeards asking for a friend, obviously. I'm not sure what you mean by wine. I'm guessing option. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Win. Okay, he says it's a Blood Angel win. How much to bribe y'all for a Blood Angel win? I'll tell you what. If you go $10, it's Blood Angels.
Yeah, because right now $5 says it's Iron Hands, and we're Iron Hand successors right now. And if you want to super chat and change it to being an Iron Hand / Blood Angel hybrid chapter,
that's also a thing. That's also a thing. We could do that.
Which the chimeric chapters are always really cool because then
they're interesting. I hadn't even thought of that as a thing. So
because then we could have like an actual idea for the name. Like if it's a Iron Hand Blood Angel combination, we can
Iron Blood. Wait, no, that's not right.
I mean that is, you know,
Iron
how
Angels?
much Iron Angels is really cool. I really like that.
All right, so should I close the poll or should we?
Yes, let's close the poll.
More time. All right. I do really love the idea of a chimeric as well. So our Progenitor unknown has 63% on there. I think we got to go with a chimeric though, because that's. Oh wait, Super Orlock, boom! Super Orlock comes in with a steel chair. Raven Guard successors are cool. Plus the Sable brand is awesome. Perhaps add some of them. All right, so it's a Raven Guard. We are from the Raven Guard.
Now I need to hear this from Super Orlock. Is this a hybrid chapter?
Is it chimeric? Yeah.
Yeah. So come on, Orlock, tell us. This is going to be fun.
Morning to Crescent Iron Guard.
I mean, that's already a guard regiment.
Iron Ravens, though, would be fucking
Iron Ravens does sound really cool. So we're just waiting on you, Orlock. But right now...
Super Orlock, chimeric, yes or no? Iron Hands Raven Guard for the moment. For now. Orlock says yes, it's chimeric.
All right, so...
Iron Hands Raven Guard. We have it. That's something I would have never come up with on my own.
I really like the Iron Raven army name. That sounds really good. Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's put some W's in the chat for Super Orlock. Good idea, dude. Great.
Yo, that's actually sick because you could have the espionage of the Raven Guard along with like their chapter could specialize in like snipers and sniping tech. So they could have like a lot of gladiators and a lot of like what is that dreadnought called? The Invictor tactical war suits, and they like use camouflage, actual real world camouflage on their tanks.
We're getting ahead of ourselves, but I like where your head's at.
That's immediate where my brain goes for freaking Iron Ravens.
Okay, well, I'm gonna set up the next poll. So you can talk about that some more, or you can talk about why geneseed purity is important. But I'm gonna go ahead and set up this next one for the purity of our chapter. How pure? How many purity seals do we have?
We get that meme of that one Marine covered in purity seals.
Right? None purer.
He is the bestest boy. No, but I'm just still thinking about like all the stuff that this chapter could specialize in. Like their what are they called? The Phobos Marines are just covered in cameline cloaks, and half of them are like cybernetic, and oh my god, that could be so cool. We could get I just love the idea of just stealth tanks. Because of, you know, being both Iron Hands and Raven Guard. Raven Guard are masters of stealth and ambush attacks and everything. So this whole army could be like a tank-oriented sneak attack army that specializes in like hitting critical locations. I love it.
Surprise land raiders is Mornington Crescent.
No, like legit. So my idea is this: where Space Marines are fighting in like the open battle like idiots, like they always do for some reason. This actual chapter would be the ones that are going after their supply lines all the way in the back and cutting off escape routes So while you're just while the enemy is fighting and getting routed and trying to retreat, they're the ones that crush them under treads of tanks as they're trying to retreat, because they cut that off. They cut off their supply lines. They destroyed all of their vehicles coming in to resupply them. They're executing like heavy infantry, or they're killing enemy heavy tanks.
So Gary Garionson asks, maybe there's a big event in their history where they significantly reform themselves. Chapter history is coming, I promise.
Yep, we got that coming.
I do like this guy here, Old Witch Doctor. Make them flawed little freaks.
I mean, that actually could be a thing. That could be like, they do grow the spikes that the Raven Guard do, and then they simply cut off the limb and replace it with bionics to try to hide their gene flaws. So like, as they're becoming more corrupted, well, not corrupted, but as their bodies are mutating more and more of them is getting replaced by iron because of like what's happening.
That could be true. N7 Greenfire says Corax did experiment with his own version of Primaris. He did experiment. I wouldn't say they were Primaris, but they were certainly, he was trying to improve on the design. And linking this to Corax would be really interesting. Corax's experiments. Maybe this is something that the Primarch did attempt at one point. It was like, maybe if I blend in some Iron Hands gene seed, we'll see what happens. That's kind of a neat idea for the origin, at least. Yep. All right, let's close that poll, see where we're at.
And before we get to that, we have one more from Super Orlok.
Super Orlok, they definitely specialize in depressive disorders. Yes, they do. The chat has spoken. They are flawed. Their gene seed purity is flawed. So what that means is we have a whole chapter flaws section. We're going to have to get into that as well. So, oh my God, there's so many options for this next one. I have no idea how to, I really don't know how to limit this.
Well, we have to put the Raven Guard flaw, which is, the bone protrusions and turning into birds, which is always weird.
Well, I mean, that was a very specific circumstance. I don't know if it would occur to all of their guys.
Yes.
Remember, raptors are the one of the successor chapters to the Raven Guard, and they're fine. So
yeah, for bird mutants.
Okay. Get a little crazy. So I'm going to set up the next part, which is about the chapter demeanor. Why don't you keep going on your theory crafting though, because that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm having fun with the idea that they have to wear like certain types of armor. Like the heavier armored is the more mutated versions of them that are, because their gene seed is flawed. They have to wear like Terminator plate to keep everything hidden. They never take off their helmets because you would see all the protrusions from their face or something similar to that. This is what I'm thinking. They almost turn into like Zangor looking creatures. You got exactly what I was trying to get at. I love that. So thank you, Skatari boy. Also, you spell boy correctly. That's how I always spell boy.
Unfortunately, again, I'm limited by the number of options here, but I did include both Raven Guard and Iron Hands options in here as possibilities, along with a couple more. So we'll see what you guys think of this one. There is the poll. Poll is up for the demeanor. So the demeanor, this is going to represent like the chapter's traditions and beliefs. This is the things that.
We should bring up what the hell a Zangor is. And can you grab a picture of one?
I can certainly try.
Zangors are awesome. They're blue little birds that get destroyed in the if you watch the animation for Secret Level, those blue bird-like bipeds that are attacking them are Zangors. They are depending on the lore, they are a demon, but they're also a possessed human sometimes that become a bird person. Think about Big Bird if they were controlled by, well, kind of a meth head.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove this for a second and going to put up this image.
Where is it? Where is it, chat? Chat, it's not here.
Just a second. There you go. That's a Zangor.
Zangor are super cool, and I absolutely love them. They are a hilarious little bird creature. This one is incredibly buff. The miniatures are more just thin little bird guys.
So with the Zangor out of the way, do we want to close the poll and see what the chapter demeanor is, or do we want to talk more about what demeanors are?
If you want to describe what demeanors are, I don't want to just give a blatant definition.
Okay,
like,
well,
what do you mean by this?
This is it's a measure of their tradition, their history. It might link back to the progenitor. It might link to other chapters. It might link to events. After we get, this is not something we need to decide right now. Like, this is something we can cross-reference with some of the stuff we get later to kind of figure out what ways that they'll mesh together or complement each other. But just so you're aware, this is kind of the beliefs and traditions, because chapters can be several generations separated from their progenitor. Their homeworld could be many thousands or hundreds, could be hundreds or thousands of light years away. So they can be, it doesn't mean they have to be the same, is what I'm getting at. The chapter's demeanor can be very different. Raptors are different than Raven Guard, for example. Raptors do like stealth, but they do it in a very different way, as an example.
Yeah, they believe in heavy stealth.
Well, they also believe in camouflage and, like, real world military tactics. So Raptors are special like that. Anyway, I'm going to close the poll.
Alrighty.
Just barely in the lead. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's solidly in the lead. See, but don't be seen is the chapter's demeanor. Stealth above all. So this means that the chapter understands the value of maintaining silent, unseen vigil on the foe. They strike only when the target is at its weakest and most vulnerable. This chapter, our chapter, stalks the night and the shadows, approaching the foe from unanticipated quarters. Our chapter is clearly interested in wily cunning and patience, and regards rash and unsubtle those who charge headlong into combat.
So I just saw somebody bring up artillery, and one of the things that they would do instead of doing artillery is they would do the Gene Stealer thing of planting explosives and cutting off supply routes.
Rock 6000, heavy stealth. Did that rock just move?
I always think of the whole I'm a tree argument.
Micah says brutal, cold stealth. Yeah, our guys are probably not that big on they don't really care that much about collateral damage. They probably just price doing business.
Yep.
New boot goof says words or wind. This is one of the options. Words or wind ? One of the options was words or wind, and just so anybody who's curious about this basically means that diplomacy and discussion is not a thing for words or wind. It is a way of saying, how do I put this? Negotiate, parlay, hell no. They're not into that. Ultramarines are the opposite of this. Ultramarines are like, yes, words are important, discussion, dialogue. So that's what that option was, just in case I did. I will try to do a better job of making sure all the options are covered. So apologies there. Imagine a stealthy Terminator, says Jason Nader. I can imagine stealthy Terminators. Professor Shapp says it's like Metal Gear Solid, but instead of a giant metal box, it moves and there's a that sound effect by the enemy, wondering if it moved or not. Oh, so Metal Gear Solid is actually an interesting approach, because the Metal Gear series definitely has stealth, but it also is brutal and cold. So that's not a bad way to think about it.
Yeah, but we don't have like 7 different snakes all named after different forms of matter.
Snake, no. All right. So I'm going to queue up the next poll.
The likelihood of gene seed mutation.
Talk about why mutation's a thing.
So mutant space marines are something that the Sisters of Battle absolutely hate, because it proves that they're correct. That space marines are mutants and need to be purged. I fully agree with this statement. But mutations are one of the things that it does affect almost every chapter, and the more pure your gene seed is, the less likely you are to mutate. And mutations are killed a mutant is a common saying in the Imperium. If you are a mutant of any kind, you are looked down upon. Like even the salamanders, who are not technically mutants, but have the red eyes and the charcoal-like skin, are seen in. They're not seen in the best light until they give somebody a hug. But yeah, mutations are a mostly horrific thing. Like you could have a chapter that turns into a spider, like the Soul Drinkers. You have a chapter that can turn completely cybernetic and lose themselves to the machine curse. There are other types of mutations, like getting bigger, more bulbous, like the Death Guard do, where their bodies are just heavily mutated to the point of being no longer Imperial. I mean, the Death Guard are Chaos Space Marines, but they do fall to a mutation. One of the mutations could turn you to dust.
Iron Raven's battle cry. Oops, all Zangors, says Old Witch Doctor.
That's a good one.
Technically, all Space Marines are mutants, says Micah. I mean,
yes.
Not really.
Yes. Burn them all. They're all mutants.
Not really. I mean, if you're talking about mutants in the Imperium, you're definitely talking about navigators. Talking about navigators. Navigators are mutants, 100%, and they only get more mutated over time. And there's the guys down in like the sumps and the sewers and the underworlds, and the beast men are mutants, for example. Technically, abhumans like ratlings and ogren are forms of mutation. There's also a few Imperial worlds that have minor versions of mutations. There's only so much the Imperium will tolerate for when it comes to mutations. So keep that in mind.
If you're stable, you're okay-ish. You're just seen as half a person.
Morning Crescent asks, are navigators mutants or abhumans? They're 100% mutants, to be really clear. All right. So let's close that poll, or at least give it a little more time. Is there any more super chats we need to read?
I don't believe so. No.
All right. So here we go. Oh, Mornington Crescent. No, what are you doing? Felonid Marines.
Felonid Marines, yes.
Oh, God. Cat people. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. All right. So absolutely mutated. 90% is the likelihood of mutation for the Iron Raven.
I love it.
No, that's
90%.
Whoops. You're one down.
Sorry.
One down. And I'm going to start the poll. I'm going to start the poll of what kind of mutation it's going to be. This is going to be fun.
You have to put Burb as one of the options.
All right, Burb will be an option, but also I guess Felonid will also be an option.
No, everyone will pick that. Everyone will pick that. Burb.
Right,
I just love it.
Options. Keep talking about. I got to do this, so you got to talk about mutations.
I'm just thinking about like all of the mutations that they could have. It would be like Quill from X-Men Evolution. That would be a cool mutation, having the spikes all over them. I like the idea that they might actually have like Wolverine-style claws because their bones just protrude out of their arm. It would also make it so that they can't really use their wrist. But we don't care about logic or anything here. We care about cool stuff. They have to have some type of feathering, obviously, if they're going to be mutated into bird people. But there are other mutations that they could get.
Why are you keep hitting the bird people thing? You must have this. You want them all to be Zangors, don't you?
I do like me some burbs, but I was just about to get to something. Because they're Iron Warriors, they could have like the adamantium skeleton. Like because Space Marines do have a geneseed. One of their organs that is put into them makes their bones almost as hard as steel. It also fuses their ribcage, which would mean that they can't move their chest. But again, logic out the window. GW writers don't know. They don't know how physics work, or how the chest works. But I like the idea that their bones are so much more dense that they can go into battle, and once something penetrates their armor, it may just bounce off of their bones itself. So they have like steel, like hardened bones. And this could actually lead to like deformities on the face and everything, where flesh is having trouble sticking onto the bone because it's so like metal, so metallic, I mean.
Well, there's 4 options today. So Burb, I categorize that one as a lost zygote. Is the avian version. Malfunctioning melanchrome is what happens to the salamanders. It has to do with their skin pigmentation. So we could have a different color of skin on our guys if we wanted to. Extra osmodula growth. This is where you get the bone protrusions and things like the black dragons. And overactive mucranoid, which gives us very sweaty and slippery boys. So those are some options.
You can't catch me. It's just a greased up deaf guy as a space marine.
Wow, look at this. Mornington Crescent, you're on fire today. The beaky helmet is the mark of shame for the bird marines.
It's a cone of shame.
That would give them a really good reason to have a lot of Mark 6 armor, though, wouldn't it? Goddamn. Old Witch Doctor says different color, like blue, because there's Angors. Yeah, blue would be that. Absolutely. Oh, we got a super chat.
Yes, we do.
New Boot Goof, avian with symbiosis affinity for ratlings. That's unusual. I don't know if any Space Marine chapters that like have a thing for ratlings. So that would be kind of interesting. Got a bit. I'd be down with that.
Mutations, if any. What? God, you guys have to make me type words on an Icelandic keyboard. Do you know how difficult this is?
Affinity for ratlings is the second part.
1 second.
All right, so I think I might go ahead and close that poll because I think we've got an answer here, guys. This is looking pretty solid here.
Whoops.
Their mutation is they turn into two ratlings in a trench coat, says Old Witch Doctor. The answer is avian. 38 votes. Over half the people want bird marines. So
see, it wasn't just me talking about bird marines this entire time.
And that's why they need to replace parts of themselves constantly so they don't get hunted down, says Micah. Yeah, very good. Very good. I agree. Dragon Magic 647. The bird is in fact the word. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Their battle cry is the word of bird.
Skitari boys, burb supremacy. All right. So I think we've got the mutation down, right? Like we know what's up with that. So
yeah.
The Raven Guard. So just to be clear, the Raven Guard have an oversensitive oculobe, and the Iron Hands have a disturbing voice.
Yeah, I'm not writing that down.
I like disturbing voice. Like if I was going to do something, I think having a disturbing voice would be really cool. Should I do a poll on that, or should we just go with disturbing voice because it's really good?
They screech at you. They do bird calls. Oh my god, they do the clicking.
Oh, like that's awful. That's awesome and awful at the same time.
Like it's like a deep clicking though, so it's like very low toned clicking.
Have we just made Kenku Marines in a way?
Yes.
It's kind of wild.
Yes, I'm okay with this.
So this would be one higher.
Oh, whoops. God damn it.
Disturbing voice. All right, so now we need to talk about the lost zygotes. Lost zygotes, we definitely have them because that's what we picked. Lost zygote is basically one of your organs doesn't work anymore. I don't know if we want to get into this specifically for our guys because they're already avians and they already have.
Yeah, they have enough mutations.
I think we can skip the lost zygote because again, there's 19 of those, and I can't put them all in one thing.
Yeah,
but we can skip ahead to the chapter flaw. Chapter flaws are really interesting because these are. This is where.
There we go.
This is where you
delete this part.
This is where you get some really unusual stuff. And I'll read them off. I'll actually read all of them off. And you, Alexis, get to pick the 4 that go into the poll.
Alrighty, I got this. I'm a professional.
So the first possible flaw is called "We Stand Alone." The chapter is distrusted for some reason or shuns contact with others.
Because they're birds.
Pride in their colors. The chapter hates anything that covers their livery, including wearing Deathwatch black. It's kind of boring.
No, that one sucks. I like the first one so far.
Faith and suspicion. The chapter particularly hates a single imperial institution and refuses to work with them.
Nah.
Eye to eye. The chapter hates any method of warfare other than running up to the enemy and punching them in the face.
That doesn't fit with these guys.
It definitely doesn't. Chapter cult. The practices of the chapter are weird and possibly quite unsavory.
I like that one. So we got 2 so far.
All right. Gene ancestors mythologized. The Primarch is worshipped more than the Emperor. Someone's iconography got way out of hand.
I like that because I like the idea that they worship all 9 Primarchs, but it's like a peacock.
Monastic obsession. The chapter engages in constant excessive prayer, chants, or martial rituals. Not marital rituals.
It could be collecting shiny things because they're birds.
Artificers,
I like that one.
Artificer snobs. They hoard relics and everything like sacred tech. That's Blood Ravens. That's Blood Ravens.
But it's really funny because they're collecting shiny things.
Yeah, but that's stealing from the Blood Ravens, which is kind of weird. Vocal purity. The chapter refuses to speak High Gothic or only speaks in High Gothic.
Nah, doesn't
Purity,
really work for our birds.
Purity seal overload. Trial by combat, which is how they settle all disputes. No outsiders allowed, but that we already figured that one's no good because they work with the ratlings. Yep. Ceremonial warfare. They announce themselves before every battle with banners. Okay. Xenocultural obsession. They've adopted bizarre customs. And secret shame is they have a dark past that everyone knows. That everyone
I think we got knows. I think we'd go with that one as well.
All right. So just to make sure I am clear on this as I put together this poll, this is the poll for what is our chapter, what is the chapter's flaw?
Mm-hmm.
And option 1 is we stand alone.
Stand alone.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Chapter 2 is the second option is chapter cult.
Yeah,
which I also really we both like that one quite a bit. Option 3 is going to be monastic obsession or artificer snobs, or no, gene ancestors mythologized.
Yep. I like the idea that they just pick up shiny things.
And the last one is going to be artificer snobs, right? That's the shiny things. Okay.
Yeah, they just want the shiny things. They see an enemy discard a gun, they pick it up. Ooh, shiny. I just imagine that scene. It's not from Airplane. It's from one of his movies where he's in the middle of a gunfight and he just picks up a quarter and puts it in his pocket. I can't remember.
Oh, that's either Police Squad or Naked Gun, I think.
Yeah, it's either Naked Gun or Police Academy.
Naked
Gun, yeah. I love those movies. They're so good.
Poll is running. Everybody vote for your favorite chapter flaw. I happen to like We Stand Alone as one because it kind of does separate your chapter out and say we don't work with anybody else, or you pick a particular imperial institution like the Inquisition and the Space Wolves. They don't get along. It could be Sisters of Battle, could be, a lot of things that would make things really, there's ways to make life very difficult for the chapter if they don't work with particular institutions. Oh, we have a super chat. Gary Garionson, welcome, sir. Have you read the Elemental Council novel? I have not. Artimax is the best raptor marine. Also Tau. Do you think Tau Watercast will appear in 500 Worlds? So the 500 Worlds are very geographically close to the Tau Empire. So I would expect there to be some interaction. I'm not sure exactly what that'll be, but it'd be interesting. Okay, let's close the poll.
Yep.
And boom. We had a nice spread of votes on this one.
Ooh, that's always good.
35 votes. Most people want gene ancestors mythologized.
Can you just send that to me so I can copy and paste it?
Yeah, sure thing. Absolutely. Because spelling.
It's mostly because I have to look at 2 different screens while trying to type, while looking at a third thing on an Icelandic keyboard is very difficult.
Icelandic keyboards are different than they're not QWERTY?
They have several different letters.
Oh, interesting.
Whoops. Control. There we go. And also, like, all the symbols for like above the numbers, they're all like 1 to 2 over, and I never remember which one's is which. So I always mess it up.
mythologizing the gene ancestors is very interesting, especially if they're chimeric. They might have dual statues in their main hall, like one for Ferrus Manus, one for Corax. They might have, like you say, they might mythologize all 9 as in a, you said, a peacock-like fashion.
Yeah, like they have the emperor in the middle as the actual bird itself, and then around it is 9 feathers. Right?
Oh, they have a separate aquila. They have like a whole unusual aquila. That's really so. Yeah. It's still double headed, but for them, the 2 heads are Corax and Ferrus Manus.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
The others are all of the other Primarchs, but they still honor them, but their main 2 are in the front.
Huh. Interesting. Well, yeah. So you could have the Emperor and 9 Primarchs. That's 10.
I really want to see
2 heads and 4 feathers on each side is basically the way it work out.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I really want to see somebody actually draw this, where you have you just make a fucking peacock with the 2 heads, and it just represents each of the chapters. It would look so cool.
Micah says they venerate who, Corax or Ferrus? Maybe that's a question in the chapter. Maybe individual Space Marines make up their own minds, or maybe there's a struggle or a schism going on. Who knows? Maybe it's up to the individual chapter master whether they go one way or the other, or both. You know what? Porque no los dos.
It might actually be something like the Ultramarines, where it's theoretical and practical.
Oh, that would be kind of neat. Yeah.
So they have the 2 dueling philosophies between each other.
All right, so I need to work on the figure of legend poll. Keep going on the mythologizing, though. You've got some good ideas there, I think.
Yeah, I like the idea that they have instead of having like the Codex Astartes, they have their own like variant documents on the mythologies of both of the chapters that are both of the Primarchs that they come from, and their chapter symbol is a peacock. I think that has to be the thing, and I love the idea that they have the Emperor as the actual bird itself, and then the peacock's feathers are each of the Primarchs, including like maybe the missing ones, or they represent something else. We could always like spitball that idea. And like one of their heraldries, like before battle, they go into battle plans with one or the other philosophy. Like if they're going into battle with the Iron Hands philosophy, they want to absolutely destroy the enemy because they are weaker than them. Where if they want to go with the Raven Guard's philosophy, they want to assassinate or capture somebody for interrogations for later. So you have these dueling philosophies going on at the same time. And as their bodies get more corrupted, they're removing more parts of their bodies to replace with cybernetics. So like you have these cyborg, almost space marines that venerate the living, but they themselves are becoming corrupted. And it's a fight against their whole, like, it's a fight against their own corruption to become a hero for the Imperium. And they don't have, like, maybe they're a chapter that dies young. So unlike Space Marines where they have century-old Marines, this chapter doesn't, because they simply just fight until they die and then replace themselves.
So I am combining some stuff here just to make it easier. There's so many options. I'm actually putting 2 on each line.
Yeah,
that might be too much. If we want to cut it down, let me know. But right now I've got it as 4 choices that have 2, and each choice has 2 options.
Their dreadnoughts are eggs.
That's Mornington Crescent again. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Here we go. Polls up. Who is
the
figure of legend? Figures of legend in the chapter. These are like really important guys, that really important members of the chapter that you base a lot of your stuff around. This is the heroes of the chapter. These are the guys who wrote the passages of your chapter's glorious history. They might have defeated a great foe. They might have even given the chapter its name. Might have won the Homeworld. They might have created the livery. You know, the symbol of our chapter might be related to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So just pick somebody that is important to the chapter for some reason. And this could be one of the options includes a battle brother. With that battle brother, could be from the Progenitor chapter. It could be a Raven Guard. It could be an Iron Hand. So let's see what people think here. Although I'm leaning towards Professor Shapp, Eggnauts. Just for that, I'm thinking, no, Morning Crescent, don't hush. You have great ideas. Some of these ideas hurt me. That's the only thing. And I know you like to watch me suffer sometimes, so that's okay. I don't mind. I do like this guy. I don't know how to pronounce this. 693RKW885. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. TechRain, who created unique jump pack technology. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, so like Corvus Corax's jump packs. What are they called? They have a unique jump pack in 30K. I forget what it's called though. They have a whole squad of them. What the hell are they called? My brain went completely blank for a second.
The Heresy era?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't think of them, but they definitely do. They have their own. The Raven Guard during the Heresy had their own version of a jump pack. It was a very special.
It wasn't the Raven Talon. It's something. I can't remember the name.
Dark Furies.
Yes, but what is the name of their jump pack?
It's got a pattern to it. I forget what that's called.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, here's a cool idea. What if it was a stealth jump pack? Silent jump pack. That's kind of a neat idea.
I mean, they do have the technology in 40K to create a field of no sound spreading past it.
Let's end the poll. And we have a super chat that's important here too. Grim Isaac says, if Dreadnought wins, it could be the founding captain.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, guess what won? Ancient Dreadnought or Chapter Master won the poll. So it's going to be a Dreadnought. I think it's going to be a Dreadnought, right?
So Chapter Master that was a Dreadnought?
Became a Dreadnought? That'd be kind of cool.
Their first Dreadnought or their Dreadnought?
I mean, it's a Dreadnought. Like Bjorn the Fell-Handed is the most important Dreadnought of the Space Wolves, but they have more.
Yep. Oh, let me fix that real quick.
How dare you? I am so offended.
I know. Oh my God.
Right?
There we go.
So
what kind of Dreadnought though?
Oh, Super Urlock says we missed a super chat. What did we miss?
We
sure did. We sure did. Hear me out. The Sable brand makes Raven Guard more brutal and emo. These Marines can see that as the flesh's weakness leaving the body. Super Urlock, that's a really interesting idea. So the Sable brand, that's a Raven Guard thing, makes them more brutal and emo. You could see that blending in fairly well with a hatred of weakness.
I do like that quite a bit.
That's a cool idea. I dig it.
Let me see if I can find that really quickly. I'm trying to.
So the next section is going to be called the Deeds of Legend, right? These are what did this guy do? Like, why is he venerated? And I'm going to put up a poll for that. So what are you thinking right now, Alexis? What's your thoughts on the chapter?
What this chapter master do to become the legendary hero of his chapter? Let's see. What would a bird do to become a dreadnought?
So I'm going to put in these options. Could be a bane of a particular
oh my God.
Xenos.
He stole the Sparky thing. A great robbery. The shiniest thing. Oh my God. I know exactly what it is. He shattered a soulstone. What is it? The engine that the Eldari craft worlds have. What are those called? Where all the souls go into.
What are you talking about?
Where the craft world stores all of its souls.
Oh, the world circuit.
Yeah.
The Infinity Circuit.
The Infinity Circuit.
Yeah.
This chapter master, as he battled against the Eldar, he shattered the shiniest of things. He destroyed their craft world by destroying the shiny.
Okay, that is now an option. Sure.
Heck yeah, let's go. Burb champion. He hit it with his hammer or his varying weapons. And it is actually, like, from an Eldar standpoint, it is absolute, like, genocide. It's horrific and it is awful. But from their perspective, these Eldar are not coming back anymore as Wraith constructs. So it's a win for them. And we could say that this Eldar faction was bad. So, yeah.
All right. So the options are up. And there's, again, a lot of them. I tried to put them, a xeno species, chaos, mini campaigns, or, destroy a craft world. Why not? The Xenos one can be any Xeno species. It could be orcs. If you want to do Rangda, it could be Rangda. You want to do Rakgall, want to do Yuvoth, any of those. Hell, Sloth if you really want to.
Just not Harud. They're not canon.
Rud are we're going to have to get into this when we talk about canon, because there's a particular book. I'm going to drop this right here because you guys have to know this. All right. There's a book that Black Library put out. It's a background book, and it's absolutely hated by Games Workshop. They loathed it. It's called Xenology, and it is the least canon book ever made. Anything that's written in Xenology, do not believe it. I'm here to tell you, Games Workshop hates that book.
Orcs are balloon people.
So if it's written,
no bones.
If it's written in Xenology, it's almost certainly not true. Just to
Eldar poop crystals.
It's bad. All right, we have a super chat to read before I close.
Yes, we do. Oh, whoops! I'll click it. I click it.
All right, you are the clicker. The clicker is Alexis. Skitari Boy. Skitari Boy is a real active day. Thank you very much, Skitari Boy. We really appreciate it. He could have slew the Tzeentch sorcerer, which cursed the chapter, which turning into birds so much. That's a really cool idea. I did that.
I really like that.
So I'm going to close the poll now. Because the top answer on the poll, believe it or not, stalwart enemy of chaos. So I think we have to go with this. I think this is now part of the legend of the chapter that this dreadnought, he was a chapter master who fought a Tzeentch sorcerer, and in doing so ended up cursing the chapter, and that has affected their gene seed. That this is one of those we're from the Dark Founding or the Cursed Founding. I'm thinking we're from the Cursed Founding, actually, given how much of this is coming along.
Yep.
Sorry. Goncalo Vicente. I'm probably murdering that. I'm sorry. Don't tell me what to do, man. Crystal poop is canon.
No,
right, you know
that
what?
book. I read that book cover to cover. Everything in it is hilarious. As Eldar get older, they just turn into a crystal. It's just a thing, even though the Eldar, there's multiple Eldar from the fall of the Eldar still alive. But sure.
Osmolos 0575. Why is it so bad, Ross? Are you asking about Xenology? Is it specifically Xenology?
I think we have to talk about Xenology when we do our special on what is canon.
We have to. Xenology is a very particular book. I mean, it's not the only one, but it is the one that I was told directly from Alan Merritt, who is the head of IP. He's like, we hate this book, and nothing in it is true. That can evolve like that, because I was told that years ago, and they may eventually come around to it on Xenology, but I'm going to say I don't think it's very likely. It seemed very, to me, the impression I got is it was institutional. Like this was something that they're like, as far as I know, Xenology is the reason Black Library stopped making background books and just concentrated on novels. Because everyone looked at Xenology and was like, oh God, no, what is this?
Yeah. But we'll cover that more in a future episode.
Yeah, Xenology is a good time, but it's super out there. You're right, Micah. Okay, so I need to talk about, I need Alexis to talk about the chapter Homeworld while I bring up this poll.
So there are several different homeworlds. Let me just find all of them because we have a billion of them.
Well, one of the options is going to be fleet-based, just to be clear.
Yes.
Some Space Marines are fleet-based.
Right. Let me just get up the... Of course. I clicked on a link to try to get me to the list of homeworlds from the RPGs and everything, and it doesn't work.
So Hive World is an option. Penal Colony, Shrine World, Forge World, Feudal World. I'm gonna put down Hive World and fleet-based, just two. I'm gonna say...
Yeah, we basically have to pick 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick 4. So I'm gonna
Ah,
say
here we go. I found it. All right.
okay.
So I like Hive World. So for those of you that don't know, a hive world is a city with a population in the trillions, and the spires themselves go all the way almost into the stratosphere. They are ridiculously big, and the buildings themselves are collapsing in on themselves at all times. So the buildings get smaller over time, and then they just simply build on top of it because that's how the Imperium works. They're really cool. Think of like Detroit. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so to be clear, a hive world is actually not just one city; it's multiple cities.
Yeah, but they're all crammed together.
Not necessarily. Like Necromunda is a hive world, but its hives are very, very far apart, separated by the ash wastes.
Yeah, but it's several hive world. Well, sorry, it's a world with several hives on it. Some worlds
Yes.
only have one hive on it. It really depends.
Yeah. So hives are giant mega cities, and a hive world is one that's either built around one or several hives.
So if you ever seen Judge Dredd, the
Yeah.
mega city, the
Yeah, yeah,
hive
yeah.
city.
Yeah. And the Cursed Earth actually is not that far off. So 2000 AD, which is where Judge Dredd comes from, this was a big comic book series at the time 40K was being created. It's Rogue Trooper and Judge Dredd and several. There's a lot of influence from 2000 AD comics, and I would just leave it at that. All right, so the polls.
Which 4 did you pick?
I picked fleet-based.
Yep.
Hive worlds. Death worlds.
I was going to say Death World.
Yeah, for sure. And the other one I picked was Penal Colony.
Penal Colony? Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, space Australia. It can happen.
That is true. I would have liked a Space Hulk base, but that's way out there, and we'd have to explain.
That's way out there. Yeah, for sure. That would be a lot of explaining.
Although a Demon World would be kind of fun.
Like a Crone world, or like, you know, in the Eye of Terror. Why would they do that? That's just crazy. Like, I don't see that happening. I think
why
if
does
your world got
Space
swallowed,
do anything?
If your world got swallowed by a warp storm, I think you just leave, unless you're like deciding to join chaos.
The Catachan stayed in there for over 1,000 years. It came out.
Oh,
and we're just like, that was nothing. Jailbirds.
Spitfire says Spitfire 7035 says jailbirds for the Penal Colony. I dig that. Gary Garrison, Penal Colony, Seleucus Secundus from the Dune. That's an option. St. Josmund's Hope from the Cadia system is another example. Professor Shep says chapter that turns into burbs in a world with huge man-eating burbs. Going to end up with there are no burbs on chapter Homeworld. Nice.
Oh my god, I'm so in for that.
Super Orlock says, what if the reason they like ratlings is because they know if the IP even snitch about them being mutated, no one would believe them? Woo! I like it.
It can also be that they simply have colonies of ratlings on their planet.
That's absolutely possible too, because ratlings exist on multiple worlds across the Imperium. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to close the chat or close the poll. Sorry.
Close the chat. That's it, chat. We're done.
Alexis has created Kroot Marines.
You see no problem with this.
All right. Poll says Death World, 40%. Said that. So it is, chapter Homeworld is a Death World.
Hell yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can talk about Death Worlds for a minute while I bring up the terrain.
So, the most famous Death World in the entire Imperium is called Catachan or Catachan, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I prefer calling it Catachan, so you can get the whole like their Chan, like Oni-chan. But anyway, Catachan is a famous world because everything on the planet has evolved to kill them, and there are action movie hero guardsmen that live there. The best way to describe a death world is that scene from 2008 King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong, when they fall into that cavern and all the bugs are everywhere and everything's trying to murder them at all times, and there's hidden monsters everywhere. That's a death world. Death world breeds some of the strongest humans in the entire galaxy, and a lot of them are prone to mutations because a lot of death worlds do get corrupted by chaos or have Tyranid remnants on it. In the case of Catachan, there's several like super creatures and super predators. Fenris is a death world. which is the homeworld of the space wolves, where they have giant monsters on their planet that regularly terrorize their people, and then the space wolves simply let the people take care of it unless it's like super catastrophic. And then they pick the children of the people who have slain it, and start the whole process for a space marine. So our death world could be something like Australia. Australia is a death world. That is just what it is. You could have like megafauna or mega bugs just walking around. You could have trees that eat people. You could have sand that devours people, mimics everywhere. Death worlds are so cool because there's so much you can do with them. And a death world at all times is trying to kill its inhabitants. That's kind of its big thing.
So I'm going to put down the 4 options, and I'm going to let you veto if you want to veto one. Okay.
Okay.
Urban sprawl and wasteland is the first option.
Okay.
Second option, oceanic archipelago ice glaciers.
Okay.
Third option, plains, steppes, and grasslands.
Get rid of the grasslands.
Okay.
Although that could have birds. I like the idea that we're...
Are we getting rid of it, or are we keeping it?
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I like the other ones. They seem cooler.
All right. That's fair. So...
the homeworld of the salamanders is a death world.
Yeah, it's a volcanic. Do we want a volcanic option?
Yeah, throw a volcanic option into there.
All right. So it's volcanic. What's the word? Volcanic and geothermal. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
So volcanic and geothermal, and the last one is artificial megastructures.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so there we go.
Terror birds live in grassland, so that is very true. But terror birds could also live in forests.
Has anybody ever heard of the emu wars that Australia went through?
Do you know an American died in them?
Yeah, they did. Well, several people died. The emus won the war in Australia, and they went to war against the terror birds living in the grasslands. They straight up went out there, tried to kill them with Vickers machine guns, and ended up learning that the emus are hard to kill and really don't like being shot at. So
yep.
It's kind of wild.
Although the only real deaths from that aren't animal related, it's people shooting each other.
That's true. Rush 211129 says, wait, this is something like the planet from Avatar. Oh God, no. What if our chapter hero killed all the legally distinct Na'vi to establish their home world?
I mean, that's definitely something you could do.
That's something that could happen. That's something. What's Pandora? That's the name of their world, Pandora.
Yeah, and you got to get unobtainium.
That's right.
That material that's really hard to obtain. So,
all right. Do we want to close? Do we want to close the poll, or do we have any? We don't have any super chats yet.
No, not right this second. So yeah, we can close the poll and let's
hang on. There's one more comment here. Kurinshima says, I mean, Australia is a death world, so it doesn't surprise me the emu won. Yes. Oh, here we go. Master of Disaster 93. Oceanic would be fun. Imagine having Pelican or Albatross Space Marines. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Like it. Here we go. We're closing the poll. And the answer is Oceanic Archipelago Ice Glaciers.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Let's hang on. I gotta just.
Do you want me to copy that over to you?
I'm trying to get the page to load real quick. And yeah, just send it to me because my page is being weird right this second.
There you go.
Yep. Thank you.
So my technical difficulties, everyone. We appreciate, by the way, I should say, we appreciate all of you. Alexis and I, this is kind of new to us. I think this is only our 5th or 6th broadcast. 7th. Maybe it's 7th.
I'm not used to this style of streaming. Yeah.
But so
my second screen is acting up really bad right now.
So we want to say we deeply appreciate, we're grateful to all you guys for your patience with us, your support for the channel, engaging with our content. It means a lot to us. We're just starting out, so it's a big deal, and we really appreciate it. Hey, here's a really cool idea. Squid Tugboat, great name, says they could be snowy owl themed. Ooh, kind of like that.
Could be cool.
Yeah, this guy says penguins. Eric's Scarius says penguins. I'm like, not so much.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Kurinshima, you're the man. Appreciate we you're breathtaking.
Views on this.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So rule of Homeworld. So this is
We
the
can
next
get rid of
section.
this.
So what does this mean? Ruling the homeworld. So some chapters are actually like in charge of their homeworld. Like the Ultramarines and McCrag, they rule it. The direct rule is one of the options. Then there's stewardship. Some chapters, this basically they say, you know, hey, you guys are in charge, but we pick who the rulers are. And then there's distant rule, which is like these Space Wolves. They don't really get involved.
Yeah, they're kind of just there, and they take children every now and then.
If the population is even aware of Space Marines that are distant rule, they're semi-mythological figures. Their appearance portents great things. So stewardship.
Are Space Marines myths? Are they direct rulers, or is somebody else in charge?
Yeah. So those direct rule, stewardship, and distant rule are the options. Let me just double check here, see if that's correct. Yeah, those are the ones. So direct rule. My Lord Chapter Master, here are the tax plans for the Northwest District of the city. Stewardship is, hi, Planetary Governor, it's me, the Chapter Master. I'm just calling to remind you that I outrank you, even if I don't do anything.
Yep. Oh, wow. We have to start speeding through these a little bit.
And distant rule is, hey, you see that castle up there? It's inhabited by the mighty sky warriors of the Emperor. Sometimes they come and steal our children.
Oh, no, you gave birth to a girl. They're going to throw it into the volcano. Oh. God, Space Kings is so good.
Oh, is that Space King? Is that from that? Oh.
Yeah.
So those guys, funny note, I used to play 40K with one of those guys, that the Flash Kits.
It's gonna be fun.
When he was a kid, he and I used to play 40K. Yeah, him and his dad used to play 40K with me. They were training for actually a grand tournament. His dad was, and I was helping with like
stuff.
just play testing his list and things like that. But yeah, they're really cool. The Flash Kits guys are super cool. I'm a big fan. Not just because great. The personal relationship, but
all right. So we got the poll up, right?
Yeah, poll's going. No girls allowed.
I love it.
Owls also eat rats. Maybe they literally eat ratlings, which is why they like them.
Oh,
I mean, that is very 40K dark. That's like legit dark enough to be real. And that's Squid Tugboat again, by the way, great name. I kind of like that idea.
I really like that, honestly.
Maybe, I mean, okay, it doesn't have to be true, right? It can be just like stories. Like they tell stories about the Blood Angels. Like, you know, sometimes people just go missing and end up, you know, with no blood in their body. Did the Blood Angels do it? We're not sure, but the Blood Angels are always around when that happens. Maybe there is like a missing persons thing going on with the ratling population on this planet. Anybody? Oh, so this would be a good time if anybody wants to. Well, actually, let me throw this to Alexis.
Yes.
How do you want to handle naming things like the name of the homeworld?
We let chat just directly name it. We don't name it. Let them name it.
Yeah, but how do we do that? Do we just throw it out there and say come up with a name for the homeworld and let them have at it? Or
exactly.
Okay.
We just let them go. So let's see the rules. Who rules the planet?
Oh, do we want to? Okay, so let's stop the poll.
Yep.
Poll is over. It is direct rule and distant rule are tied, exact tie.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Direct or distant? I'm guessing direct then, right?
Yeah, we got to go direct at that point.
Okay. All right. So everyone come up with your name of the homeworld now. Throw it in chat. We've already got one that says the Roost. It's the name of the
Roost homeworld. Is really good.
Master Disaster says the Nest or the Roost.
Oh, that could be good.
I don't know about the Nest. Roost is kind of okay. Like
I like Roost.
Is there a Latin term for, you know, bird bath or something like that? That would be kind of fun.
All right, so we need the chapter organization.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up the poll on that while you handle the naming thing. Okay, can you do that?
Yep, I'm mostly
the aviary. I like that too. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we could go with that. But if somebody really wants to get the name in, the best way to do it is to use Super Chat, and it guarantees it. So far, I've seen some really, really good ones. There are 3 in here so far that I really, really like. And if somebody Super Chats, they get to name the planet and eventually they get to name all of our legendary heroes. Like, this is going to be fun. This is what I'm excited for.
Well, it's not the same person. It's whoever wants to do it. But yeah.
Oh, I see one that I really like. Oh, the Rookery. That also sounds really good.
Oh, that's Andy's one.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a tribute to Andy. I really like that. That's hot.
Ooh. Where is planet name on here? Did I skip it?
No, I didn't add it. You can add it if you want to.
Oh, okay. Let's go with and just go planet name. God damn it. I hate that this thing doesn't just immediately go to 16. Okay. So I think the Rookery takes it. The chat seems pretty set on Rookery.
Rookery sounds great to me too, and I like that it's actually like a tribute to Andy. He'll probably get a kick out of that. So, what is the chapter's organization? Why is this a thing? The chapter's organization is whether or not they follow the Codex Astartes. Ultramarines successors are almost always Codex chapters, and to be clear, most Space Marine chapters are Codex compliant.
Why can't I do this? Work, you dumb thing.
Then there's the divergent chapters. Divergent chapters are guys like the Blood Angels, where they are mostly Codex compliant with a few special units, a few divergent things that are a little bit different. Like the Blood Angels are mostly Codex compliant. They just happen to have Batal Predators, and they have Sanguinary Priests instead of Apothecaries. They have their own like special kind of honor guard. They get away with that because they're one of the first founding legions. But if you're a Dark Angel or a Space Wolf, you are wildly divergent. That is a unique organizational thing, because the Dark Angels, they have the Raven Wing, they have the Death Wing. They're not separated into the same kind of companies that standard Codex ones are. And the Space Wolves, they just threw the Codex in the trash. They were just like, whatever,
they
man.
Can't read.
whatever, man. We don't like this anyway.
And then the Black Templar were like, books make terrible weapons.
Battle Chicken 12 says, can't follow the Codexes if you can't read. Honestly, Templars
500 IQ play.
Templars are divergent. I wouldn't say they're unique, because they don't have librarians, and they incorporate their neophytes as squires rather than scouts. That's kind of about it.
And the 6,000 Marine thing.
Well, the fact they have a much larger than normal chapter, sure, but I don't know. It's arguable, right? We could get into an argument over whether the Templars are divergent or unique, but they're definitely not Codex compliant.
Yeah, they're not Codex compliant.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Oh,
Massive Derp says, I suggest Corvus for Homeworld name. By the way, Massive Derp, that is a great name. Corvus for the name. Well, I mean, that seems to indicate that they do love one of their Primarchs. Corvus could also be the name of the planet, and the Rookery could be the name of the monastery if we want to go there.
Yeah, we could.
That could be a lot of fun. So thank you, Massive Derp. That's a big help there. All right, so the poll is up for the organization type. Oh, wait, here we go. Professor Schaap, my suggestion, the planet is called the Rookery. The fortress monastery itself is called the Corvidae Rooks, the Raven's Castle.
Oh, that's also really cool.
I think Corvus has to be the name of the planet now.
Yeah, because he got it.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's a really good answer, though, Professor Schaap. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the organization.
I'm so bad at figuring out how the fuck this works.
Unique organization. Over half of you wanted a unique organization. So we are not Codex compliant. We threw the Codex in the trash.
Hell yeah.
All right, so what's the next one? So the next one is going to be the combat doctrine. This is how the chapter fights. I'm going to set up the poll while Alexis talks to you guys about how different chapters have different types of fighting. Now, there's way too many options on this one, so I'm going to have to... Actually, I can just list them off. And Alexis, you can tell me, like, we can drop some out here. We can cut this down to 4.
Yes.
All right.
So what are the ones that we're thinking of?
So close combat, range combat.
They have to be ranged combat, because that's kind of what we...
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, range combat. Stealth, lightning strike.
Stealth has to be there.
So stealth, range combat, drop pod or thunderhawk assault,
I don't think that fits these guys.
siege or shock and awe,
I think siege warfare should be on there for the Iron Warriors.
and the last one is terror.
I don't like terror.
Oh, I do. I like terror a lot, actually.
All right, all right, we'll take it.
So it's going to be between ranged combat, stealth, siege, and terror.
Heck yeah.
Okay, those are our. What is the chapter's combat doctrine? Why don't you like terror?
I always view terror as like it's such a silly way to get somebody into compliance. That's always been my thing. Like out of all of the Space Marine legions, the terror one is the one that was gonna fail immediately. Because the second the threat leaves, they're just gonna go right back to doing what they were doing. They were only scared while the person was there. So unless they're being occupied, they're not gonna care.
Well, that is actually a pretty accurate description of what happened with Nostromo. Is that
Exactly.
once the Night Haunter was no longer there, they kind of went back on their old ways. Oh, Rush here says teleport infiltration. That's interesting.
That'd be cool.
And this guy has a good point too here. Jocka Diego says, meanwhile, Tyranids do not care about terror. That's a good point.
Yeah, terror warfare doesn't work against like orcs and Tyranids.
Tyblam 1019 says, wait, someone is keeping track of the vote and choice of the chat. What a technological advance compared to fantasy. Oh God, are we doing it wrong?
Oh yeah, we should be failing at this.
Are we doing it wrong? I'm so sorry. Oh my Lord. Strike and fade makes sense for an owl, says Mickwick.
I do like Strike and Fade. I think Strike and Fade is really good.
Strike and Fade is hot. I wish I could go back in time and change that to
we could change range to Strike and Fade.
Ooh, okay, yeah. All right. Range now means strike and fade. That's fair.
No, big brain.
The
vote is on YouTube, unfortunately. We can't get both.
And my YouTube right now is screwing up. I need to reload.
Have you tried yelling at it?
I'm reloading the page. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know if the poll went through. Did the poll go through, you guys, on the? It doesn't look like it. Jackie Diego says, where is tanks? That's a good one.
Tanks, I would assume, is range combat.
All right, so I'm going to have to redo that poll. Sorry, guys. It just didn't work out.
We'll just redo it.
What is the chapter?
Terrifying clowns. I love that.
Combat doctrine. Okay, so strike and fade, not ranged.
Yeah.
And I think we can, instead of siege, we could say tank warfare, right?
Yeah, tank warfare.
Siege, tank warfare. We've got stealth and terror.
Yep.
All right, so starting the poll now. Let's see if this goes through. It did. Hooray!
Heck yeah, we did it. Go technology.
Rush 2129, 21129 says, I like stealth all the way up to the point of attack, and when the boom goes off, it is the biggest boom.
Yeah,
that's very orky of you. I like that.
Like stealth is one of my favorite styles of warfare, just because in World War II, they would bomb entire cities just to clear one sniper. Like, that's how scary they were.
They called in artillery fire on a forest trying to get rid of the White Death during the Winter War. That was wild.
Yep.
So this guy, Super Alexis, terror is an amazing battle tactic. That sounds bad. We're like, it does sound bad, but I agree. It is a bad governing tactic. Yeah, good point. So terror
we can still have our peacocks. I'm still down for peacocks because we have tropical islands on our oceanic world.
Around the equator, they're tropical.
Exactly. Boom.
Yeah, they'd be tropical around there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so
and because this is 40K, they're gigantic peacocks.
I do like the idea of the Aquila having 4 feathers on each side to represent the different Primarchs. The Emperor being in the middle, kind of thing. That'd be really cool.
Yep. And obviously, there were only 9 Primarchs.
Mickwick says, "I'm Canadian, and we once burned it. I'm guessing like a city or a block. Burned it down due to one sniper that may or may not have been there."
Yep. If we want to talk Canadian, you guys did some of the craziest stuff during the World Wars. You had the checklist ready. You were just like, "Yeah, let's do this. Let's throw them cans of food and then blow them up."
So the poll's over, and Terror lost. Nobody liked Terror, like 6%.
Heck yeah.
Everybody likes Strike and Fade though. So Strike and Fade is the combat doctrine. So yeah, let's read a little bit about that. So this is very few Space Marine chapters specialize in this kind of thing, because most of them are so proud of their identity or so feared by their foes that announcing their arrival in advance is basically a weapon in and of itself. But
yeah,
despite this, some chapters have honed the art of a stealthy approach, followed by an overwhelming assault to an art form. And that is one of our chapter. Our chapter has made it an art form to Strike and Fade. So I'm feeling a really strong Raven Guard vibe here, and not so much strong on the Iron Hands, but that's okay. That's okay. Pendulums can shift. This could be a more recent development, or it could have been all along. We'll have to figure that out, but it's okay for it to be a little more than one than the other. There's nothing wrong with that. Like if you look at the Carcharodons, they're far more Night Lords than they are Raven Guard. Let's be clear. So Battle Chicken says White Scar successor. No, we're Chimeric. We are Iron Hands and Raven Guard geneseed combined.
Yeah, there we go.
Mickwick says I'm not a Raven Guard simp. You are. I mean, I am definitely a Raven Guard fan. There's no question about that. Theblum 1019. Here I am rewatching the old Creata to write down all the choices before they get completely forgotten. If writing it now is wrong, it's the right kind of wrong.
Exactly.
All right. Cool. Here's a good one. Wait. Before we go there.
Yep.
Total War Dad. By the way, Total War Dad's a great name. Each company is themed on a different bird. Peacocks are first company.
Oh, I like that.
That's hot. So the owls could be the 10th company.
No, they would have to be the rapid assault company or the battle company.
4th or 5th. Yeah, that'd be really good. But yeah, so that's really cool. That's Robins could be 10th company. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, I love this idea, Total War Dad. Absolutely love it. We're gonna have to go there. Grim Isaac, Blitzkrieg with tanks only for them to disappear. Okay, the combat doctrine has changed. We are no longer Strike and Fade. We are now about blitzing with tanks and disappearing after. So it is, I mean, it's kind of Strike and Fade, but it's Strike and Fade with tanks. Clearly, with tanks is the thing here.
There we go.
Awesome. Well done.
Now, the cool thing about this is an actual tactic that I forget what chapter uses, but it's a Thunderhawk assault essentially at this point. So they rocket down with their Thunderhawks. They drop their tanks off before the Thunderhawk even finishes its landing. They don't land. They just drop the tanks. The tanks can survive the impact. The Marines don't care, and then they go into battle. So this Thunderhawk just comes down, drops them, and just flies off. And then they're just like, "Oh, it's an airstrike!" And then all of a sudden, tanks just roll up on them, destroy them super quickly, and then they get picked right back up by the Thunderhawks and flown off.
Well, we did have somebody mention this earlier. Surprise Land Raider.
Yeah, this is literally the Surprise Land Raider.
Oh my God, there's so many choices for chapter training.
I think we skip this, to be honest.
Really? Okay. Fair enough. We've already figured it out.
Yeah.
We've already figured it out. That's fair. We can skip that one. All right. Chapter specialty then is the next bit.
That's stealth.
Well, these are specialty restrictions. These are things that we can't have.
Okay.
And this only happens if we picked unique organization, which we did.
Yep. So I think this chapter has a ton of tanks and a ton of assault marines. I think it has a full tank company.
So specialty restrictions, we're going to have to narrow this down a little bit too. So the options currently, there's 5. So if we can veto 1, we can bring it down. So the options are Apothecary, Assault Marines, Devastator Marines, Tech Marines, or Librarians.
So Tech Marines are going to have to be huge in this.
So veto one of those.
I think you say them again?
Veto Tech Marine gives us 4. That actually works out.
Well, Tech Marines are huge in this chapter because it's
right. So we have to have them. So therefore, it's vetoed.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. So to be clear, this is the specialist we cannot have.
Oh, I like that. But we can't. Keep in mind, Devastator is now just heavy support. So this would get rid of our eradicators. This would get rid of our aggressors. This would get rid of our gods, the actual devastators. There are several others that fall under this. I'm just trying to figure out their names really quickly. This would technically get rid of tanks, but we're not getting rid of the tanks.
So I think if I can propose one,
eradicators, it would get rid of the fire strike servo turrets.
If I may propose one,
yeah,
I would suggest apothecaries. If you get rid of apothecaries, it means that the stealth tactics make a lot more sense, because you have to be really careful to keep your gene seed up. You have to be really careful not to have too many casualties.
Oh, somebody pointed something out.
No psychers. Hey, librarian is on the list.
Yeah, librarians are on the list.
Pick librarian. If you don't want any psychers, pick librarian, because that also limits some of your options and also encourages a more cautious approach.
Mm-hmm. This could be really, really cool. So I love the idea that they don't have like battle medics. Their medics are just on their spacecrafts.
So Face Octopus 4571, how does a chapter survive without apothecaries harvesting gene seed? So gene seed can come from Terra. They do have stores of it. They do ship it out occasionally. In fact, there are novels where the MacGuffin is gene seed being transported to a chapter from Terra.
Actually, that's what the box set of Battle for Macragge is about.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, so an Imperial Navy pilot gets shot down who's carrying gene seed.
So gene seed is not apothecaries are really important, and gene seed is the only way to keep the chapter going. But gene seed can come from Terra. It's just a hell of a lot more difficult and time consuming, and it's less certain. The apothecary is far more certain. Like, you can just do it yourself. If you have to depend on Terra to do it, or I guess technically Luna, because it comes from the moon. Yes, these wizards do in fact come from the moon. That's a Destiny joke.
It could also mean that they just have no battlefield medics, so the brothers that fall have to be carried away.
It could mean that they don't send apothecaries out into battle. They keep them at the fortress monastery.
Yeah, because they're so venerated or so important.
Yeah, that's a possibility. All right, so I'm going to end the poll. The answer is librarian was the second choice. The first choice is apothecary. So specialty restriction, apothecary.
Okay. Doop. Why does this keep jumping entire pages when I just hit enter?
I don't know. It's
damn. Google Docs be dumb.
Ducky KZ6ed. Ducky Zixed? I'm not sure how to. Sorry. I just learned about the old Inquisitor novels, otherwise called Draco. Yes, these novels. Oh my God, it was horrible to listen to the overview of it. Yeah, those were the first novels, and they're
bad.
They're. I don't know if they're weird. They're very weird. I'm not sure I would say they're technically bad. Like, they weren't. Like, I read them. Like, I've read worse books, worse written ones, but they're very weird because they were written at a time where 40K was very underdeveloped, under detailed, and this author just kind of went off and was like, hey, there's the Imperial Fist, they scrimshaw oaths onto their finger bones. It's wild. That's where you get the pain glove and stuff for the Imperial Fist. Comes from those old novels. All right, so Mornington Crescent,
a little bit more to it.
No apothecaries, says they can't remove the armor to treat them in the field. Ooh, good points.
Yeah, so they have to treat them on their ships.
Mickwick says apothecaries should be called nightingales. Oh, love it. And they stay in the rooster on the ships. Nice. Ducky goes on to say, I listened to Adeptus Ridiculous. They have a 2-hour crash out over it. It's hilarious. I bet it is. I'd like to listen to that sometime.
Yeah.
Rush 2129 says 2129 says it means higher wounded, so wounded brothers to put in tanks and speeders and stuff while they heal. Yeah, that's a good point. So that the vehicles become kind of the rally point for any wounded Marines.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
And Rothian Fairmoon, hey, welcome back, Rothian Fairmoon.
Hey, Roth.
Lorebeards, the apothecaries are so revered, they're denied wearing any armor unless they're at the operations HQ. Interesting. Rush also says that Nightingale idea is awesome. And Gary Garrison Watson. I assume he's talking about Ian Watson, not me, because I'm also a Watson. No relation. No relation to Ian Watson. Watson is what lured me to 40K. Abnet was who almost drove me away. That's interesting. That's a very unusual trajectory there, Gary Garrison. But I need to talk about the special equipment, or at least I need to put up a poll for it. So I need Alexis to take over for a little bit.
One second. I am just... Did that not... What the fuck is wrong with this document? Stop freezing. There we go. Okay. The Master of the Apothecarian is now called the Nightingale.
Love it. That's a special title.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Okay, so let's go back down. So I really like the idea that their bodies are so mutated that they don't operate on them in the field because it's dangerous. So it's like, oh, we could send down apothecaries or something, or they're so revered that they have to be aboard the ships. I love the idea that they're brought to their command vehicles like the Land Raiders, thrown in and just taken off to space before any other apothecaries of any other chapters could see them. So we could have things like them being super protective over their dead. Like if another apothecary is like, I can harvest the gene seed of your brother. And it's like, oh, no, that's fine. Don't touch that. That's our dude.
All right. For the war gear, I've got more options than this. So I'm gonna list them off and you tell me if you liked it or if you want to add some more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we've got here is the traditional weapon. Now this is like an existing weapon, but it is considered a really important thing for the chapter, like the Raven Guard and Power Claws.
We have to give them the Macawaddle.
Well, that's a possibility. Totemic charm is like a particular symbol or item, like the Palatine Aquila was for the Emperor's Children. Modified jump pack, I think that has to be in there, for example. Bestial companion, like you remember how the White Scars have their hunting hawks?
Yeah, the Cyber Eagles.
Cyber Eagles, yeah. So blessed by a chaplain. Their gear has to be blessed by a chaplain. Special mount like Fenrisian wolves or Carnodons. Special vehicle, or modified weaponry like power sabers instead of power swords. Yeah. Is there any of those you particularly dislike or want to keep?
No, I like them. I think they're good.
I'm going to kick Totemic Charm.
Yeah. I was trying to think of like how to use it.
And I'm going to kick Blessed Wargear because being blessed by chaplain, that's cool, but
It doesn't really fit with the theme we have going on.
Yeah, rare weaponry is stuff like assault cannons, Volkites, disintegrators, digital weapons.
The
special mounts, I'm going to kick that too.
The assault cannon simply got replaced with the onslaught Gatling cannon and is now way more common.
So, do we want to kick special vehicle or do we want to keep it?
No, I want to keep special vehicle.
All right, bestial companion.
Bestial captain, yes, keep.
Modified jump pack.
Doesn't that fall under specialist? Yeah, I guess that one's fine.
Traditional weapon, kick or keep.
Untraditional weapon.
This is where they choose something that this is our weapon. Melt a gun, plasma gun, power sword. Like for the best
I would
example,
kick that one. It's the Dark Angels with plasma.
Yeah, Dark Angels of Plasma is a good example. So we're kicking that one. Rare. Do we want to do rare weaponry instead?
Rare weaponry instead.
All right, rare weaponry it is. So rare weaponry, modified jump pack, special vehicle, or bestial companion. These are the chapter special war gear. Starting the poll. It's up there, guys. Go vote. See what you want for your chapter. This is a really interesting chapter. There's a group that did this on the traditional games forum for Fortron. Yes, I know Fortron is a cesspool. I know that. This happened a long time ago. Anyway, there was a group that made that used the Rites of Battle chapter creation rules to create these guys called the Emperor's Nightmares. And what was cool about the Emperor's Nightmares is they had a malfunctioning catalepsian node. So they were always half asleep. And so they had a lot of stuff going on with like visions and dream walking, and it was really neat. I really dug it. The Emperor's Nightmares. If you want to look up that chapter sometime, it was really fun. Here we go. Face Octopus says, if we pick vehicle, would an ambulance be permissible? Oh, their rhinos could have modified Medicaid stations.
That is something that rhinos do have in the field. You just never see them in any of the novels, unfortunately.
The Iron Hands even had a thing called the necromotic. They had an armature, Necrotechnica Armatus, I think is what it was called. That they had a device in the Heresy era that they could attach to tanks that would basically incorporate dead bodies into the repairs. It was wild.
Yeah, in the Forge World books, the Imperial Armor books, when they talk about the roles of rhinos and land raiders, one of them is an apothecary's transport, and it is just an ambulance.
Got a super chat, Grim Isaac, Bestial Companion, Rattlings riding power packs. I think you mean jump X. I'm not sure.
Or it's just sitting on their shoulder.
So Rattlings are the Bestial Companion. All right.
I dig it.
However, chat did pick special vehicle. I want to be clear about this. Special vehicle was picked.
I like the idea.
In this case, I think we can do both.
Yeah, I like both. So it's a Rattling land speeder.
Well, I think the Rattling is the Bestial Companion, and I think the ambulance rhino is the special vehicle.
Did they do both? Because I like the idea that there is
so chat picked special vehicle, and we got a super chat for Bestial Companion.
Okay, so specialist vehicle. I'm just gonna put tank for ease, and it's gonna be Med Rhino, and the other thing is
Rattling Companions.
Rattling underlings.
Grim Isaac says they're sniping from their shoulders.
I love that idea. But I also like the idea that the Rattlings are a part of their squads, similar to how neophytes are part of Black Templar Sword Brethren.
There's no Space Marine chapter I'm aware of that actually works so closely with Abhuman. So this is actually unique. This is very unique, and I really like it.
Yeah.
It's different. All right, so now we're going to talk about the chapter beliefs. These are the traditions. These are the...
We do have to speed through some of these so we can get to everything.
Well, we're going to... quality over quantity, my friendly co-host. We can do a part 2. There's no reason we can't do a part 2. Well, we'll select our space and come back to it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So every chapter has their own chapter cult. Okay, this is the body of beliefs and practices that are unique to itself. These are many chapters have distinct cultures. Okay, and this is kind of the idea that their nature and their history adds a lot of depth to the character of their chapter. So with that, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 options. We're gonna have to get rid of some of these. However, one of them is pretty obvious. Totem creature. I think they obviously have a totem creature.
That has to be the peacock.
It has to be the peacock. This is like the Space Wolves and the Wolves. So when you talk about a totem creature, the Space Marines aspire to the qualities displayed by the creature. They display related motifs in their livery and titles, which we already have, the Nightingale.
Mm-hmm.
They might even utilize tactics and weapons inspired by the manner in which their totem creature fights or hunts. This is certainly true for the Salamanders. It's certainly true for the Space Wolves. They both have totem creatures. The Salamanders favor flame weapons in imitation of their namesake, for example. And the Carcharodons, they file their teeth to sharp points to replicate the teeth of a shark. So
it's so weird.
I know, right?
Because you think that they would just fall out and regrow back.
So this is one of those things where I think we should just solicit ideas for the totem creature. Like how does this? Is the totem creature like birds in general? Is it?
I think it actually has to be like a totem, like an actual totem. So it has to have 4 animals. And it would represent our chapter. So the peacock at the top, the hunting owl or the winter owl.
Winter
And then
owl is big.
what are the other 2 birds?
Yeah. So that's I think that's what we get from chat is what are those other 2 birds?
Yeah. So chat, what are our birds?
Nightingales is Professor Shat, but that is we do have a title for that already. Here's an idea from Ducky. Protect the little ones.
I love it.
So yeah, I mean we talked about
I do like an eagle on there.
We talked
that
about
makes sense.
It has been mentioned that the dreadnoughts could be eggs, for example. So albatross says somebody Super Orlox is albatross. I like albatrosses. Sea eagle, that's kind of what an albatross is, really. Owl, eagle, peacock. Eagle is very Roman and therefore very ultramarine, but vulture, sparrows are the halflings, raven for the psychers.
I think I like the raven for the psyker.
Yeah.
So
ospreys are nice too. Battle chicken, who is already a bird by himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Emus.
Yeah. Emus are terror birds.
Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, also known as Sotek. Oh, baby.
So the only reason that I wouldn't put that on there is it's a mythical creature.
Yeah, but you know, they it could be real on their world.
That is true.
On the world of Corvus, that might be an actual critter.
That could be. I like penguins also. I think penguins is just funny. Let's see. Where was the other one? I think it was eagle. Was the next one that was chosen?
Eagle has been mentioned. Penguins. Quetzals are real. Fingered birds, says New Boot Goof.
Yeah, but we're talking Quetzalcoatlus, the god, which is also the name of the biggest flying reptile in existence.
Horned owl, I think, has to be one of them for sure.
Well, yeah, I already put owl.
Yeah.
Let's see. Parrots. Ha.
Parrots. You know, that'd be kind of funny.
That would be kind of funny. I gotta go with the raven though. That one.
Okay, because that does honor one of their chapter.
Yeah.
Their progenitors.
So it's the peacock, the owl, the emu, and the raven.
There you go. That works.
I'll actually just get rid of terror bird, even though terror birds are awesome.
So
but
raven
the emu is the surviving terror bird.
So that's the totems. The totems are different types of birds, but there's the four special birds for the chapter. All right, so now we need to talk about the chapter strength. How strong is the chapter? Because chapters can wax and wane. They can be founded at full strength. They can go through a lot of battles and get drawn down without a lot of replacements, especially with apothecaries. They can also be overstrength. They can be, you know, like the Space Wolves and the Black Templars. They can have several thousand more Space Marines than they actually should have.
Well, we're totally Codex compliant.
Yeah. So I'm going to set up that poll while you keep talking about Space Marines and birds and or chapter strength.
So my personal go-to would be that they are at a full battle company. So it would be like 1,000 Marines minimum. But I could see them having like, I could see them being at like 500 because of how many wounds they take and how hard it is to treat them because of their vast amount of mutations. And sometimes they might not want to use the gene seed of somebody who is heavily mutated, but they might actually need to because they don't have anything else unless it comes from Terra. But the bird is done in the Discord. Oh, I got to see that. I got to see that in just a moment. But I really, really like the idea that they're either under strength or at the 1,000. I don't like the idea that they're over the 1,000 because I feel like this chapter has such a mutation rate that they would die early, if that makes sense.
So where is the bird? Is that in the forum? Where is that?
It might be in my Discord. Let me double check. Boop. I will check my
I'm not seeing it. Divide Art says, I have to draw these Marines so hard. You know what? You go, man. You show us that picture. We'll show it off next to stream if you draw it. If you draw it, we will make it happen. We will promote it because I love seeing people. There's so many talented folks out there, talented painters, talented modelers, talented artists. I wish I was a talented artist. I'm not. But if you can draw it and it looks great, yeah, show it to us, man. I want to see it happily.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't find it.
It's in Lorebeards fan art, LS fan art.
Oh my god, I do not have the ability to check everything in here. Wait, somebody pinged me. That makes it. Oh my god, I love this.
Oh wow, I see that too.
Oh, can you share this?
I think I can. Let me.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. We got the chapter symbol.
Let me share my screen. Hang on.
Oh,
hang on,
holy crap, that is absolutely beautiful.
All right.
And I think we have the color scheme and everything now.
Look at that.
Like, that's the color scheme.
Look at that. That's awesome. Oh. That is sick, bro. Like, Professor Schnapp says, looks amazing. It's sick.
This is sick.
We got to see it now. Apologies to anyone who's listening to this as a podcast. It's not good radio, but what we have is a really great image of the two. It is a form of Aquila with peacocks instead of eagles, and it's got the four feathers on each side. It's just beautiful. It's a really nice azure blue with like white highlights with a black outline. I think this is our chapter
colors.
Yeah, it's freaking rad.
This is absolutely
love
sick.
That you love it, dude. This is great. I wish I could make that. Team Hope says living with narcissists, and Micah says we need a good name. I agree.
Yeah, we do.
Do we want to skip ahead and do the name?
Well, let's get the chapter strength first.
Okay. Let me recover from that awesome art. Wow, well done, you guys.
That was crazy.
All right. Let's give a warning for the poll. It's going to close about 20 seconds here, guys. 8-pointed star in the background. This guy says, it's not 8. It's actually more than 8.
Isn't the Bruce star 10?
Oh, we got a super chat. Nubu Goof, $2. Thank you, sir. Peacock, shock and awe with flashbangs and fireworks. I mean, that's what it looks like. That is definitely what it looks like. Oh, Battle Chicken says chapter master's name needs to be Bird Person. No. Nice, though. I like it. It's funny. All right, so
nice.
Closing the poll. Poll says we are under strength recovering. 54% of the votes.
You know what? I like that 54%.
We are under strength. We are at 54% of our current chapter strength. We're slightly over half. And that is 54% is the exact number of votes. I can actually see
that's why I took it.
All right. So now we're going to skip ahead and do the name next, I think, right? We're doing the name.
Yes.
All right, we have a good idea of who our chapter is. I think we're actually doing really good here.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they're creating chapters, they don't actually they don't figure it out so much later, but we're already there. So what is our chapter name, you guys? I'm not going to, I might pull it. Let's see what we got for options here.
Let's see what people come up with. Yeah, I kind of like just flat out the peacocks.
The Articunos.
That's a Pokemon.
Is it a Pokemon? Okay, I don't know what that means.
Articuno is a double pun because it's Moltres Zapdos Articuno. It's uno, dos, tres in Spanish, and each one of them mean either fire, water, or lightning.
Divide Art says the Icing Talons.
Oh, I like that.
Talons of the Cog or Talons of the Gorgon. Ooh, Micah.
Oh, I think you named it.
Oh, that's good. That's got to be an option.
Has to be. That's really good.
Talons of the Gorgon is going to be an option. I'm going to throw that into the poll.
Yeah, so I think that's really good.
What is the chapter name? First one is Talons of the Gorgon. That's I like that one a lot because that honors Ferrus Manus, who was called the Gorgon.
Yep.
All right, so that's one. We got Aquiline Peacocks. I like that one too.
Yeah, I like that one as well. I'm trying to see if we have a third option that I really, really like.
Iron Wings Seabirds.
The only reason that I wouldn't call them the Iron Wings is because of the Dark Angels.
Pavis Brotherhood. Yeah, the Iron Wing is a thing. That's true.
Yeah.
Pavis Brotherhood.
I like that too.
Pavis Brotherhood gets in there.
The Feathered Lord.
Feathered Lord, Flying Talons. We did say earlier, like the Iron Ravens or something like that, didn't we say?
Yeah, let's put Iron Ravens in there as well. So that'll be the fourth one.
All right, polls going up.
Oh my god, that was good.
Diving Lords. I love it.
I like that.
The Featherfall. Ooh,
that would have been cool.
That's not bad. Gorgon's Talons. Yeah, Gorgon's Talons would be the best way to put it. You're right. So Talons the Gorgon will become Gorgon's Talons.
Yeah, we'll do Gorgon's Talons.
Their war cry is "Go Birds." No, any Eagles fans in the chat? What?
It is the word of bird.
Seabirds. Micah says, "Got to vote for my name. Totally not biased." Yeah, I get that. This guy, Halo is Haunted. Great name. Did you mean Hey Hey, the chicken from Moana?
I have no idea. I've never seen Moana.
Because Hey Hey is the name of the chicken, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he means that. The Mighty Ducks, Lichlord Gears.
Hell yeah! Have you ever watched the cartoon to Mighty Ducks? It is great. Gary
Girianson, great idea here. Featherfall is more like an event in the chapter history. I agree.
Yeah, that sounds like an event.
Let's look. Can you? Would you mind typing that in under the shameful defeats?
Yes. Let me just copy and paste that because I'm a professional.
I was thinking Pavo because Pavo means peacock in Latin. The Swoop Swords.
Relations effective.
Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
They are the terror that flaps in the night. All right. So 30-second warning. I'm closing the poll soon.
Oh, God damn it. I hate this stupid thing. I can't just hit delete.
Dragon Magic says that could be when they killed that sorcerer. You know, the event that did the chapter master again.
There we go. Killed the Zinch dude.
Poll is closing. We are the Gorgon's Talons. 71% of the votes.
All right.
The Gorgon's Talons. That's who we are.
Where the heck is that? Chapter name.
Gorgon's Talons. I think we have to follow this up immediately with the battle cry.
Oh my god, why is this doing this?
I don't know. You can do it all taps if you want to. I don't care.
Ah, god damn it. There we go.
All right. The battle cry. What is the battle cry?
All right. I say Hoot has to be one of them. Caca.
Caca.
I actually think the word a bird. That has to be one of the choices.
Well, listen, it doesn't have to be silly. It can be actually something, you know, if we could think of something profound to say, that would be kind of cool too, right? Like battle cries can be anything from, you know, generic for the Emperor to, you know, very specific, you know, unto the anvil of war, into the flames of unto the anvil of war is the salamander one. There's a part before that, but yeah.
Do you know what the battle cry of Remiger is?
No.
Kill stuff, don't die. Or the only good wolf is a dead wolf is our other battle cry.
Is that the Sons of Garo? Kill stuff, don't die?
No, that's my actual Viking group.
Ah, that sounds good. I like that.
Yeah.
Horrid bird-like clicking. That's pretty good too, actually. I think I might put down the clicking. Bird-like clicking.
Yeah, it could be like a bird screech.
Or screech.
Yeah.
We'll make that one entry. The sound a brown eagle makes with super vox amplified. Disorients enemies. ZX9er, I think is how you pronounce that. That's really good.
That sounds too much like the Banshee scream.
Do Grey Knights have a battle cry? I don't, you know, they probably do. I just don't want to know this off the top of my head. But Morning to Crescent, I like this one. Can I put that one in?
Oh, yeah, that has to be it.
From the Sky's Destruction. I like that one a lot. Oh, here's a good one. Noctis Eterna. Actually, that's the name of the maledictum. Now the Cicatrix maledictus, isn't it? Noctis Eterna.
I think
Eternal
so.
Night. That's Eternal Night. That's I think that's a thing, actually.
I like this one. Oh,
you saw nothing. Yeah, our feathers, their coffin.
Strike from the sky, brothers.
Strike from the Sky is really good too. That's from Victor. That's from Dawn of War 2, isn't it?
It's from all the Dawn of War games.
Yeah. From the heavens to the earth. That's pretty good.
That is good.
From Flash Gordon. Die!
I was gonna say this. The Grey Knights is We Are the Hammer.
We Are the Hammer. Yeah, they have actually that is the end of a very long one. That's the reason I couldn't remember it, because there's a whole thing, but you're right, it ends with We Are the Hammer. All right, so here goes. Oh, here's one last one. Micah says, "Cold and brutal, you'll never know how you died."
I like that, but I can't see them saying that before battle.
You will never know how you died. Iron Sons of the Raven flock together. All right, here we go. Poll is going out. The hammer is our band. 42. Yeah, I know what you're referencing there. That's from
the band Hammer.
The sing-along, Dr. Evil sing-along blog. Noctis Eterna. That's a Night Lord artifact. It might be.
Yeah, it is.
Might be.
It's a what is it? Enhancement they can get.
Yeah, that sounds right. We are the Lorebeards. We do know a lot. We don't know everything, and the lore has changed a lot since Rogue Trader. Like, I remember the name of the first Inquisitor, Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau, but I don't necessarily remember things like Noctis Eterna. I'm like, I know that's a thing. I don't know where it is a thing necessarily.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys helping us out with some of these details, because occasionally we, brain will go on a glitch or something like that. Salamander's looking at Grey Knights. Right. You're the hammer. Yeah, I get it. Actually, there was a conversation in the chat on the Discord where people were asking, well, specifically this one guy was like, hey, what if they did a show talking about the Warhammer of Warhammer 40K? What would that be? It's actually quite an interesting question, because in Warhammer Fantasy, obviously, the Warhammer is Gal Maraz, which is not even the most powerful or strongest item in Warhammer Fantasy, but it is the Warhammer of Warhammer. So what would be the Warhammer of Warhammer 40K? That's an interesting idea.
The closest thing I could think of for it was just flat out Abaddon's sword, Dracnian.
Dracnian could be the Emperor's sword. Could be Forge Breaker, which is one of the few named hammers. Could be Vulcan's hammer. There's a lot of questions, but anyway, it's a topic for another time. But now we are going to we're going to end the poll, see what people think. The battle cry is bird-like clicking and screeching.
Yes. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Screech is the battle cry of.
Yep.
Talons of the Gorgon are here. Screech. Click, 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 click.
They come in like goddamn Zoidberg.
Living with Narcissist says, oh. All right.
Oh, man.
So it is.
We're almost at my favorite part.
The livery. These are the colors, right?
We got the colors.
Okay. Well, the livery, the heraldry is the symbol. Livery is the colors.
I think it has to be the color in the background. That's their base color.
Okay. So like a sable blue.
Yeah.
And then like a. All right. Well, you're the color expert here between the two of us. So.
Honestly, this is a very simplistic color scheme. It's just two tones, and it works beautifully on Marines. You just put a little bit of like maybe some gold or even a royal purple on there. Like their capes are purple, their all their cloths are purple to go along with this, and it'll look really, really good. Like, I might unironically paint this chapter up. Like, not an entire chapter. I'll paint a character.
This guy says, I'm cool with sky blue and teal.
Yeah, I think it has to be like sky blue and teal, like, and white, like this.
White or purple? You were saying also purple?
The purple is just for the cloth.
Okay, so type that in, and that'll be their chapter livery. So sky blue teal with purple accents or purple clothing, purple cloth.
Sky blue.
Jaka Diego says, good luck painting that. Have you seen her paint? She paints very well. I think she could probably handle it.
I paint other people's stuff really well. I paint my stuff like garbage. And actually, at the end of the show, we are going to see some of the paint schemes that I've done for this week.
Yeah, when do you let me know when you want to start that? Because we're a little over half an hour out from the end.
So. No, we're good on time for now.
Okay, got it. So do we want to go back up to the top, and do we want to do some names, or do we want to go back up and do chapter relations?
I think we do. See, I want people to cook on these. I want our group to like know this, and I want to see this develop more in the Discord. And then when we do the second part of this, we can actually get all of this. But for now, I think the last thing that we do for today is we get some names. And chat, if you want to take one of these characters as your own, a simple $1 super chat gives you the character. A $5 super chat lets you kill somebody's character in a way that works with the chapter's history and everything, and take their spot. So if you want to be the chapter master and then somebody else wants to be the chapter master, the first person only pays $1. The second person kills them and then gets to do their own.
Mike says, I expect this to appear in the Warhammer 40k homebrew wiki tomorrow. It might.
I'm not writing all of that, but maybe.
Oh, I'm not. No, it won't be me. It won't be me. But if one of you wants to, I'm down. Put it in the homebrew wiki. It's great. That's fine. Sorry, Rothian Fairman says, is the Lorebeards Discord the same as Lore Master of Sotex? I don't know. I think he may have
it's
his
the
own.
one under this video.
Yeah, it'll be the one linked under here for sure.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, if you guys want to name yourselves, by all means, it'll be awesome if we can get some names. We also have other notable characters like the Ancients, the Apothecaries, and all sorts.
Morning Cresta says, are these guys the sons of Ross? No, they're the sons of y'all. I helped. I'm like the midwife, but they're not my sons. They're the sons of the Lorebeards community. The best way to put it. Oh, here we go. Grim Isaac. Boy, you're coming through. Grim Isaac, the chapter master that became a dreadnought. Great. What's his name?
No, that is the name.
Grim Isaac. Grim Isaac is the name. That's a great name.
He took it.
I'm down.
All right. Hang on. I'm trying to grab your name, but for some reason, YouTube is being really dumb about this. Fuck it. I'm just going to type it out.
Grim Isaac is a good name for a chapter master. Tejano Pendragon. Thank you for the super chat. What did you want to name somebody? I'm not sure what that's. It's kind of blank. So sorry, not sure what that means, sir. Tejano Pendragon, if you want to. Okay, Ducky says that the Discord link is not in the.
What? How dare?
There. Sorry.
Sotek will hear about this.
Yeah, I honestly don't. Ryan may have, or Sotek may have his own Discord. I'm not sure.
Oh wait, it already says chapter master. And then if you want, tell me what kind of dreadnought you want to be.
Here we go.
That'd be cool.
Tejano Pendragon, who did do super chat. Master of the Watch is Master Harris. I dig it.
Oh, that's a good one.
The only bird of prey known to hunt in packs. Oh,
that's cool.
The Harris Hawk. Very good. Very good job. I love that one.
All right, Master Harris.
Living with narcissists. Okay, sir. Another blank one. Oh, it didn't let you put. Tejano says it did not let him put a message with the $1.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Just donate the $1 and then just.
Grim Isaac says
$2. $2.
All right.
But
so
if you donate $1, just tell us $2. You get the right message.
I think this is the last $1, and then from now on they have to be $2 because otherwise we don't know. So, living with narcissists, what did you want? And after this, it's got to be $2. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So, Shop says Sotek does have his very own Discord.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, YouTube is really weird. I thought we could do it for $1. That is my fault. It is $2. My apologies.
Yeah, living with narcissists, what did you want? Just let us know.
Yeah, if you could just type it out, that'd be awesome. But we also have like notable battle barges. So we have the Vanguard light cruiser, the strike cruisers, and the battle barges. It'll like I went kind of crazy here. And it's gonna be awesome. I'm just happy.
Ducky says if I post a Discord link, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I knew. Go ahead and try it. Give it a shot. I mean,
I don't think they can. I think it auto gets blocked.
Oh, we have to do it, don't we?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I don't know how to do Discord list.
Yeah. God, I'm sorry.
Head librarian named.
Here we go.
Okay, good. You clicked on it.
Daring. I think it's how you pronounce it. Daring. I'm going to say daring. Living with Narcissus says it's the chief librarian is daring.
Hell yeah.
It might be Doring. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think it's Doring. I'm going to go with Doring. You go with daring. That way we're both correct.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. So daring is the name. Any others? Any more?
Alrighty. So while we're doing all of that.
Oh, Living Narcissus. Doring. Got it.
Oh, damn. You were right. Shit.
Doring.
Oh, man.
Asmolis 0575 just posted the link. Feel free to copy paste. Okay.
Where did they get?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, hang on. They can probably just shoot us a message if they did, because I am terrible at trying to figure this out. I cannot find it. How do
we're having a tough time, y'all. Apologies.
How do you just make a link? Can you not just
different Discord? Sotek's Discord is different than our Discord, to be clear. Lorebeards has its own Discord, and the link is.
Did this work?
It did. I see it.
Well, no. Tell me if this link actually works.
Oh, you wanted people to click it?
Yes.
All right. So people, please try and click that or copy paste it. Does it work?
Yeah, that would be awesome, because I'm not sure if it works. I hope it does, but yeah.
We're super professional here, guys. We're doing our best, but some things are just a little bit beyond us at the moment. Divide Art says, I can't say super chats. You can't send super chats. I'm sorry, bro. I wanted to be the Forge Master. Curse on YouTube.
Oh, why is YouTube being so bad today? Such
a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Super Orlock says the battle barge is called the Tinanus Walleri. That's interesting.
Ooh.
What does that mean? Is that for a bird phylum or something like that?
Watch it be just a hilarious thing that we're just not getting because we're dumb.
I'm gonna Google it.
I mean, yeah, this is how people, if we don't Google, this is how people name things like the penis McPenis.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem, right?
Is that a terror bird? I feel like that might be a terror bird.
That is a species of giant bird.
Yeah, it's a terror bird. Hell yeah.
It's a terror bird. Yeah, I'm down with it. That's great.
I love that we still have terror birds that exist. Like the ostrich is technically in the terror bird family. Like terror bird is just a name of the bigger birds.
My favorite species is terror bird.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
All right. Let's see. All right. So in about 5 more minutes, we're going to go over some of the stuff that a lot of people have sent in to showcase the end of it.
Ooh, so what is Goose Mooch? Great name. Goose Mooch says Bastilin Ubel, Tech Marine of the 4th Company.
Oh, I like that. Hang on, I gotta.
That's a good name. That's actually a really good name.
All right, so that's not
named after the Freyrin character, is it? Bastilin Ubel. It's a really good name. I like it. I'm a fan.
Right, so we got our first Tech Marine. Boop. And this is
Bastilin Ubel.
B-A-S-T. Whoop.
That's a good name. Oh, we got another one coming up, so hurry up.
I'm trying.
Bastilin Ubel.
I know that Ubel is evil in German.
Is it? Oh, that's why Freyrin, because all the names in Freyrin are very on the nose.
Dreadnought named Dodo. Hell yeah. So we got a Dreadnought, and it's Dodo. Because it died.
maybe the French version, like EAUX, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
I got the name Ubel from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god.
Yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Grabs it from German, which is evil, and that's why it's a battle of evil within his own heart, and Ubel represents his other half.
All right. So did you want to go to the minis?
In like 2 more minutes. Let's see if anyone else wants some characters. And
Master Disaster says Freyrin is very weird to watch if you know German. It is. It literally is, because Freyrin means cold.
Do you know what is one of the weirdest things to play as a child? Resident Evil 4, when you know Spanish, is the funniest game in the world. because a lot of the times the characters are just saying, "Hey, there's a stranger. Where's the stranger? I'm behind you. Turn around." And it's so weird because you're just like, "What? Stop it." I love it. I love it so much.
Micah
All right.
likes the names. Cool names, actually. Yeah, I agree.
I think the best thing out of
Oh, wait.
today is
Oh, wait. New one. Massive Derp. Cassowary as a battle barge or a Thunderhawk. You know what? I think battle barge. You can have multiple battle barges.
yeah. My Space Marine fleet currently has 3.
Cassowary. Oh, is that your Battlefleet Gothic?
Yeah.
Fleet?
It's just 3 battle barges.
This woman loves Battlefleet Gothic, and I love that she loves Battlefleet Gothic because I also love Battlefleet Gothic.
I've been playing. I have like over 200 something hours in Battlefleet Gothic.
Well, then you've heard a lot of voice lines that I wrote, if that's true.
Yep.
All right.
Now, I gotta try to figure out how to do something really quickly. So I'm gonna try.
I think we're gonna put a moratorium on the names then for now.
Yep. So right, guys, what I'm gonna try to do.
Stop it. Stop. No more names, if you please.
Well, if they do, we just toss them back on.
All right. Okay. Alexis says the door's still open. So.
Yep. I have to remove this for right now, and then I have to.
Whoops. So making a Space Marine chapter is a big deal. Like, it's one of the real joys of 40K is homebrewing your own chapter. And doing it like this, doing it collaboratively, is like my favorite thing in the world. I enjoy bouncing ideas off of people. I enjoy the creative process when you get other minds involved. You see perspectives you never realized were there. Like this, the idea of a chimeric chapter to begin with is just something that would have never occurred to me.
I absolutely love it. Like the chimeric geneseed one, cool. I've never thought to make one of my own, so yeah. I'm right there with you.
And coming up with like the weird bird mutations. At first, I was not into it. I gotta be honest. I was like, I'm not sure about this. But y'all won me over. You won me over because the totem aspect of it is something that a lot of Space Marine chapters do. The Carcharodons, the Space Wolves, the Raven Guard, they all have totems. The Salamanders have totems.
The Dark Angels have totems.
Well, the Dark Angels have a lot of different totems. I mean, they don't have
technically the entire Raven wing itself is a totem.
Well, it's not really a totem. I would argue that the Dark Angels organizations, the history comes from the Heresy era. Anyway, I'm a Dark Angels guy. I can tell you all about it. But it's certainly not totemic to the extent of like some of the other chapters we've talked about.
There's one,
but like the idea of a totemic chapter is really cool. It's not something I've seen before done this way. And I kind of like it. I like the idea that I like how we spun the no apothecaries into medical rhinos, into the apothecaries being called nightingales, into, it's one idea that cascades into multiple more.
Yep. So, all right. So now we're going to switch over to a different part of our show where we show off people's miniatures of the week. And you guys painted a ton of stuff. And I am so excited to show you guys some of this stuff. I did throw some of my stuff in there just because I had a lot of fun painting it. And it's relevant to the topic today. That's why I really insisted on doing this, because I painted up some of my new Sons of Garrow. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the stage and take a look at Roth's army here. It has a little bit of dust on it, but you can see that he's starting to get like color schemes down and colors shifting down, which I really like. This looks more like I want to say this looks like a Ynnari army with the collection here. We got Howling Banshees, Guardians, we got the War Walker, we have the Venoms, we have the, I can't remember the name of this thing. We have a couple of Drakari Witches, we have Scourges.
Reaver Jet
bikes. The Reaver Jet bikes in the back. These things are annoying as hell. I remember going up against these.
I think thematically that is definitely Ynnari.
Yeah, this is 100% a Ynnari force. There's no like named characters in here.
Is that
nice.
The Harlequin jet there in the middle?
That is the Harlequin one. The Star Weaver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So, well, I think you do need to thin your paints a little bit. That's my only criticism. I really like this. Good job, Roth.
Well, there's the dust issue, and then there's, if you look at those bases on the Guardians, those are they unfortunately stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
so
that'll be worked on in the future.
I sure hope so. Let's put it that way.
All right, and then next we have a
Skull Taker. Wow. Yeah.
I love Skull Taker. This was painted up by Hawk in the Discord itself, who no one told me if the Discord link was working. This is a beautiful model. I absolutely love Skull Taker. I wish he was better on tabletop.
Is this?
I really do.
Is this Hawk Oddly or?
This is Hawk the Loring.
Okay, different guy. Okay.
Yeah, on the chat. I really like this. The brass is really well done. I like the color shifting. I like the fire effect here. This is just really good. The brass on the sword is really well done. Excellent work. These eyes look incredible.
I've never liked Skull Taker's tongue sticking out like the way it is, but I've come to just accept it. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah, it's just one of the things. GW is obsessed with Kiss.
Well,
and then we have these beautiful Terminators.
I want to do a show talking about the history of 40K, okay? Because the history of 40K is entwined with heavy metal music.
Yes, it is.
There was a White Dwarf issue that was packaged with a Bolt Thrower CD long ago, just so you guys know. Yep. And you should see some pictures of early 90s Eddie Chambers, because holy cow.
Yep.
But wow. Okay, so let's talk about these Terminators. These Terminators look freaking great.
This is done by Lenny in the Discord, and he has an entire Ultramarine force he's sharing with us. But the cool thing is, if you look closely, these guys are Tyrannic War veterans. Yeah. So these are Tyrannic War veterans made first company, which is really, really cool. I absolutely love this. The transfers here are done very, very well. The purity seal is very well done. It's using the same paint scheme that I do, where you use like a skeletal horde on it. The white, which is an incredibly difficult color to do, is very well done here. Crux Terminatus looks incredible. I absolutely love all of this.
Minor criticism here. Obviously, number one, drill out your bolters.
Never do that.
It's
such a waste of time, and it always comes out bad.
It looks good when it's done well. It looks great. Secondly, I think you could go a little harder with the white highlight. I would like to see a slightly harder white highlight, especially on the area around the Terminator's neck and the hood area.
It depends what base color he uses. It'll make the white pop more.
But they look. I want to be clear. They look really good. I'm nitpicking.
And then we have some jump pack intercessors.
Look at that red white helmet. God damn, that looks good.
Yep, that's incredible.
Nice work on the gold.
I like the grenades are painted. Yeah. The fist looks really good. This one is a little bit too clean in my opinion, but you know.
Well, I don't mind clean Marines. I do mind clean bases.
They got to get these done. You know, base work is important.
It's not finished until the base is done. But those guys look really good. I think the guy on the left needs a little more wash on his Aquila, for example. But but generally speaking, these look amazing. I would be proud to field these on the tabletop.
Yeah. And then he's got a Uriel Ventress with the eyes painted.
Not bad at all.
I love this.
Look at that base.
I like the lightning on the sword itself. A little trick that I would do on this is you just add a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of white.
Agreed. In the very center of the color. Yeah.
Yeah. This looks really good. I absolutely love this.
The skirt looks really good too. The leather straps. That's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Very good job. Now we're talking. Look at this bad boy.
So this is a captain with a power sword and shield. Yeah. And again, this model by itself is incredible, and I really love this model. It looks really good. I love the ultra transfer on here. The purity seals are nice and painted. This looks really good.
Question from the chat. Jack Diegos asks, do Necromunda squats fit the category?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, if you have miniatures that are painted, it doesn't matter if it's 40K or not. If you have miniatures that you want shown off, send them to me or post them in the Discord.
This is in relation to Games Workshop loves Kiss. Morning Crescent glances at Noise Marines. No, surely not.
the company heroes.
Oh,
This Flawed is
man.
beautiful. The only
Rock
one in
and
the
roll.
company hero box that I don't like is this guy because he's just standing there, where everyone else is like badass. He's just like, yeah. And also, this is fourth company heroes, which is a little awkward because the company heroes are first company, but that's neither here nor there. These could just be veterans of the fourth company that he's using for it. I love this.
Yeah, so the red is very vibrant. I like the way it stands out. I'm curious if you used an undercoat, because when I do really bright red, when I want like on my blood angels, I do a light baby blue first and then do the red on top of it. So I'm kind of curious if that's what you did here, but these look great. Drilling out that bolter on the guy on the left would be helpful. I'm just going to say it. You're going to hear this a lot from me, guys. Sorry.
This Gilliman doesn't look fully finished yet, but this is incredible work so far. The
very good
sword looks really good.
That's better than I can paint. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
that's better.
This gold looks incredible. The base looks really good. I'm trying to get through his Ultramarines really quick at this point. We got Chief Librarian Tigurius.
Hang on. Jackadigo says, which Discord channel? That'll be the Lorebeards channel, please. Lorebeards
I think I posted the link in there a little while ago, if it's working.
And we got really kudos, Lenny to Lenny. Great work.
Oh, okay. And now we're moving on to some squats.
No, those are Voton, aren't they?
Yeah, or Demiurge, whichever name you want to use, because GW has now interchanged them. This is from Jester Boy, which is a fantastic name. He's got some League of Votan Terminators. They're not Terminators, but everyone just nicknames these guys the Terminators. And these guys are just really good.
They're great. If I could, I'd suggest painting the base a slightly different color. So I'm talking about the rim of the base, because when you have a dark color on the base, that's fine. But if you have a dark rim as well, it makes it kind of muddy. So I'd suggest.
I think they're going for the mud theme.
Well, that's possible, but I would suggest picking a slightly different color for the rim. That's up to you. It's just a suggestion. But they look great. I like the visor color. That could pop maybe a little bit more. Alexis, you can maybe
definitely. Oh, also for the people asking which channel to post it in the relative channel, like the 40K miniature channel, and then tag me in it for next week.
Well, there's it's specific, because in the Lorebeards Discord we have a particular channel. Sorry,
it's the miniature channel for 40K.
Right, but hang on. It's under Warhammer 40K. It's in 40K Forum is what you want, and in 40K Forum, one of the threads.
Your mic is going a little funky.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's like going in and out. That's weird.
All right, I maybe need to move my microphone a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's 40K Forum, and then in the 40K Forum, you want to pick mini posting.
Yep,
that's where you want to be.
I really like these transfers. I think the transfer just needs so one thing that I like to do on my transfers
are those transfers?
These are transfers.
Okay.
What you do afterwards is you just dab a little tiny bit of mud on top of them to give them that worn look that makes them match. And if it's not a transfer, these are really well done, but I think they are transfers.
They look hand painted to me, but I don't mind. I think they look great.
Then we got a Gladius Dreadnought. I absolutely love this miniature. This is done by Lenny in the Discord, and the Gladius Dreadnought for the Custodes. This is a Contemptor Gladius Dreadnought. Is my favorite of the the name just escaped. Custodian Dreadnoughts. Thank you, brain. My brain was just like, nah, we're not doing anything anymore. And he's got a few Custodians. These are beautiful.
Love that blue. Love the blue there. That's really good.
Yeah, you get to see it on another model a bit more. You see it here. And the eyes are blue, and he has they have all the jewels painted and everything. This looks incredible.
Professor Shapp is helping people out, and you don't have to worry about being sorry for overstepping. You're doing a great job. We count on you guys to support us. So we thank you for giving out the info.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. Is that Trajan?
This one is the special edition miniature.
Okay.
And this one is Trajan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, looking good.
Looking
real good. The red is nice. You see he's got the highlights on the cloak. They're really well done.
And then this is
that's the Black Library character, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I forget his name. I know Alea, and I can't remember his name. because I care about the Sister of Silence more.
She's funny. I like her.
Yeah. All right, and then we're moving on. This is done by Wendigo 800 in the Discord, who is also here, I believe. And this is absolutely beautiful.
So the chat did answer. That guy's name is Valerian.
Valerian, thank you. Chat, you guys are awesome.
And the 500 planets.
This is amazing. I could gaze at this for hours.
Look at the banner. Look at that banner. Nice. Nice.
Moving on, we have a single Hormigaunt.
Wow.
This is done by Uncasual. I think that's how you pronounce your name. And yeah, Hormagaunts are Hormagaunts. Like, you have to paint a million of these, so you don't put a lot of detail into them. You actually went out and painted the teeth. Good on you. Now you just need to paint about 1,000 more.
Jack Diego says, "Oh, my Emperor, forums and Discord, subchannels and subchannels is so complicated." Bro, I didn't make it. It's not my Discord.
Yeah, it's not my fault either. I would not have made it like that.
So that's what it is. Whoa! Oh my God, it's a Hello Kitty dreadnought.
So this is from Irex. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but they did a whole pink theme and like a magical schoolgirl theme / Hello Kitty theme, and I absolutely love all of this. This is like if Jester from the Mighty Nine painted a dreadnought, I don't think it's I am here for it.
There looks like there's some stuff sketched out for hand drawn candy, but it doesn't look finished.
Yeah, I think it's actually supposed to look like this, like it's worn.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're probably going to put a lot more on here to fill it up. But this is really good. You have the line work and everything. Now, keep in mind, zoomed in pictures of miniatures always make the miniature look
right.
Yeah.
So like, as a painting judge, I can tell you, if it looks good out here, that's fine. Yeah. It doesn't have to look good right here. It needs to look good out here.
So I'm assuming this is a transfer that they either made or have. I do love this blue to pink. It's very much in line with like the almost like the cotton candy colors, and I like the flame effect. It looks like you're doing a lot of work on this, and I'm here for it.
Friend or trader says channels within channels, circles within circles. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, all these squares make a circle.
I think this is the painter right here. She says it's stamped.
Stamped. Oh, ooh, that's actually really cool.
Eric Scria. We need more pig marines, says Micah. I agree.
Yeah.
Good job, Eric Scria. That's cool. And it takes guts. It takes guts to paint some pink marines.
Mindless. This is for me. Okay. This is just some stuff that I did. This is just a captain with Power Fist. I painted this guy in an hour. So, and the next couple of characters in about an hour because I had to run to an event. So I do need to fix up like the chest here, the bullet hole here, and a few other things.
If I may, Alexis, mold lines.
Oh yeah. The weirdest thing is when I built this thing, you can't see it. And then I took this picture and oh my God, it drove me crazy. I actually fixed it after this picture. But
also,
this is just my
next time you take photos, do a white under and a white behind. It'll look better.
I don't like the white.
Okay.
Mostly because it gets covered in cat hair in my house. So all you see is just cat hair shining. I do need to get an actual professional photo booth.
For 1 hour, that's excellent.
And this again is another hour-long Marine.
Not bad.
Just
not bad
thrown together.
Yeah.
Again, another captain. And I needed to paint my Sons of Garrow prior to the tournament that I was going to. And I have to paint a new squad soon too. So I painted all. Now this is not I spent an hour on this Marine. This is I spent an hour on like 10 Marines.
Oh, that's
so
okay.
I painted this, and this. This is my version of Uriel Ventress. And if you look at some of the stuff that they're carrying, he's got a White Scars helmet. He's got a banner of a different Dark Angel chapter.
Yeah, that guy. I saw a Lamenter's banner.
And then the Lamenter's banner, the Ultramarine Bolter, and a Servo Skull. So they're carrying wargear of a fallen chapter to reference the lore to my custom homebrew.
Wild.
And
I like the way. I didn't think it would work, but looking at it, it kind of works.
yeah.
That's neat.
And then my Marinus Kulgur stand-in, and he's converted like crazy. He's got a couple of power fists. I'm gonna paint up this power fist to be a different chapter. And yeah.
So like each one of them is a Deathwatch squad, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then this was newly posted. I have no idea how to say your name. Drazena.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
We're still seeing questions in chat about where to post pics, so I'll say it again. Go to the Lorebeards Discord. Nobody else's Discord, our Discord, Lorebeards Discord. There's a Warhammer 40K section, the channel you want, 40K forum, and in there's a mini posting area.
So what's really funny is I have this exact miniature on my paint desk right now, along with 5 others, because I have the full squad of them. So seeing these guys, the Inner Circle companions, painted up as it almost looks like a full Dark Angel successor chapter. I really like this.
Micah says there's Stormcast parts in there.
Yeah, in my guys, these are Stormcast Eternals.
Oh yeah, okay, I can see that now. Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Also, if you noticed, my chapter has a unique helmet.
Yeah, nice.
I really like these. These look really good. I like the metal. The metal effect, you actually caught it really, really well, because a lot of people don't realize that swords are not just silver. They get a whole bunch of like weathering lines and everything on them.
Patina.
So yeah, and just scratches and dings along it. So capturing that is really nice. Whether you did that intentionally or not, take credit for it. And I just happen to keep a sword on my couch. Don't worry about it. And then we have the last one here. And I really, really like this squad. It's a lot of character in a squad of just 6 dudes. And it's just super cool. So that is all that we have time for the miniatures themselves. And you guys sent in an absolute ton this week. And I hope that we get the Discord actually working and everything, and the link to the Discord working. That is my bad. I don't know how to use Discord. I am bad at Discord. I barely use my own.
So, Alexis, I just sent you a link. If you could put that up in the banner below. I do want to promote something from one of my friends. If you guys remember Bill Keys, who painted all those really cool old school orcs from our last...
I can post this as a comment.
Okay, well, there's a way to do it as a banner, too. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bill has made a bunch of books for a role-playing game called Prowlers and Paragons. He has a setting called Blood and Justice, which is kind of like an Iron Age, young blood-esque setting. So dark superheroes. It's gritty street level. It's pretty awesome. And he's got a book up right now called Nocturnals, where you read about the people from his version of New Orleans, and go check it out. It's really cool. Bill's a hell of a creative guy, and again, he supported us with the cool pictures. Go check. Yeah, there it is. There's the banner. Thank you very much. That's the banner. Shows you where to go get it. Go check out Blood and Justice Nocturnals for my friend Bill Keys, and we're going to be back hopefully Friday to talk about if anything's revealed from the Game Awards, because there's a possibility something cool will be revealed, and if there is, we will react to it. But you will see us again definitely on Saturday. What's our upcoming show for Saturday?
It is definitely something.
We have a show. Hang on. There's the scheduling section. We're going to be talking about Kroot.
Oh yeah, I am Kroot.
She's a big fan of Kroot. I'm a big fan of Kroot.
I love Kroot so
we just made a Kroot Marine chapter. We're going to do a part 2 of this as well in the future. I will make sure we have the Google Docs so we know what we haven't covered yet.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us today and creating a Space Marine chapter, because it was pretty awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
I had a great time.
I really love the actual artwork that we got for it. That was so quick, so beautiful, and I'm absolutely in love with this. And if I can, I want to pin this because it's cool, but I don't think I can because I haven't verified my my Discord yet. So I have no moderating powers anywhere.
So that's that's been this episode is basically a lot of Discord. We're not experts at it, but
Yep.
we made a cool as hell Space Marine chapter. Gorgon's Talons. They are bird marines in the coolest way with a totem that covers 4 different birds. A really awesome custom made by you Legion emblem or chapter emblem. It's pretty amazing. So I had a great time. Thank you so much.
I think the next painted marine I might do is going to be in those colors. I'm going to try it.
I would love to see you paint up a Gorgon's Talons Space Marine.
Yeah, I got a friend who can make a transfer for the actual banner itself, and I might put that on one of my Sons of Gyro banner.
Oh, that'd be sweet. That's it for this stream. Alexis, any last words?
Look out for polar bears. They're dangerous.
She lives in Iceland. She would know.
But anyway, guys, I'm glad you guys joined us. And Ross, it's been awesome as usual. I absolutely love this guy. So take care, everyone.
I'm a big fan of you too. And remember, in the grim darkness of the far future,
there is only lore.
That's right. Cheers, everybody.